I mean, I gotta get better at my Nidoran manipulations. I keep messing it up. Alright. Let's go ahead and delete all of this. Pyre says, but I mean, Teemo can draw jungle up top and kill both his enemy laner and the jungle solo, and swing the whole map with a free jungle and full map pressure at level 6. If Finks only ever played with bad Teemos, he's going to hate the champion. Like, you gotta understand, man. I had a friend that I played with 2 times. We would call him Master Overextend. Like, that was the life he lived. All he could do was overextend. And that's just my experience, man. He was, like, it is what it is, right? Like, any character, you know, can be good, any character can be played poorly. It just depends on the player. Like, obviously some characters are stronger than others, so it's easier to be good or bad with that character. But Teemo, in my experience, was usually on my team, and he always sucked. Because it's like... I don't understand. Like, there's such better characters than Teemo out there, and you could just play them instead. But I don't know, man. To me, Teemo is just... You push your turret, or you push the turret in your lane. Like, you're just sitting on it. And then the enemy comes up, and it's like, hey, what are you doing on my turret? And you're like, patoo, 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 sorry, I'm busy shooting down your turret, patoo, patoo. And they're like, well, okay. And then they, like, hit you. And then the team was like, oh no! He hit me! I'm in danger! And so they start waddling away, and he's like, but you're like all the way pushing my lane, dude. So like he just exhausts you. And then Teemo's waddling even slower. Oh no! Someone help me! And then, you know, again, because he was pushed all the way in their lane, the jungler's like, well, I mean, I don't need to be here, but I mean, like, I am, so let's take down this Teemo. And yeah, Teemo doesn't make it halfway back through the lane. Teemo's dead now. And then Teemo just cries, like, why didn't anyone help me? And it's like, Teemo, no one can. Why are you pushing the lane so hard? And then, you know, Teemo comes back, and he takes out the turret. Good job, Teemo. And then it's like, alright, so, you know, the turret's down, you know, the way that laning works is going to be a bit different now. You can't just keep pushing lane, Teemo. Ha ha ha, says you. And then there's Teemo, past the first enemy turret, or where it was, because it's destroyed now, pushing onto the second turret, while, you know, the rest of the team are still, like, at the first turrets. Like, no one's knocked down turrets yet, except for Teemo. And so he's pushed onto the enemy side of the map. So they just walk up to Teemo again, and kill him. They don't have to use exhaust, they don't have to use anything. It's so easy. And he just keeps doing it, and he never learns his lesson. Teemo, please. Teemo, stop doing that. But he doesn't. He does it, and he just puts mushrooms down. And then there's like one point where like there's a team fight breaking out. Don't worry, Teemo's not there because he's pushing lane. The team fight, you know, is going. We are actually winning the 4v5. And then, you know, one of the people that are running away from the team fight, because we've won the team fight, one of the people run away, steps on that mushroom, and then Teemo just chuckles to himself. Ha ha ha! I'm carrying the team. You're not carrying the team, Teemo. We already won the fight. You managed to kill one guy that was already running away through pure chance, happened to walk on one of your mushrooms. Even though you're hard feeding, Teemo. I can't help it. I have an extreme hatred of Teemo's. An extreme hatred. You don't ever push lane? You don't do anything until level 3? Yo, Teemo does what Teemo pleases. It doesn't matter what the rest of the game's doing. It doesn't matter where the enemy team is. You know, oh, the whole enemy team's missing? Better go push lane. Oh, man. That's Teemo. That's Teemo. Mid-game comes pretty quickly for Teemo. It does! Mid-game comes really quick, and he does not adapt. Not at all. Just keeps pushing lane. All he knows how to do. He doesn't have escapes to be overextended? Yeah, no, he just waddles. He just waddles, that's all he's got. Maybe he has flash. Maybe he decided to have flash. Oh, man. Quote ad, Teemo please, Teemo stop doing that. He just won't listen, man. Thanks, are you not familiar with split pushing? Yo, I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. You hear it from Teemos all the time. Nah, man. It's the split push. The team doesn't know what to do. I'm winning us the game with my split push. No, Teemo. A split push is when you're actually forcing them to move around. It's not a split push when you're pushing your lane and dying every single time. That's not an effective split push. You have to not die, you have to not feed. If you're feeding, it's not a split push, it's just feeding. I hate Teemo. I hate him so much. Oh man, but that's the beauty of not playing League of Legends. I'll never have another Teemo on my team because I don't play the game. Problem is if Teemo's feeding, he can't split push. Yeah, he really can't. And Tin Soccer says Teemo can split push like a champ if he can actually set up the mushrooms first. Well, even if he's feeding, he can split push. Yeah, you know, if you like teammates that feed, if that's your favorite, by all means, you know, you go ahead and do that. I don't like it when, you know, my Teemo's pushing lane and he has like 15 deaths while everyone else is at like 2 or 3. Like, no, that's, you're really bad and I'd like you to stop. I would like you to stop feeding, please. Reported. Did they even have reports back then? I don't know if they did. I don't know. Such bad times. Such bad times. Teemo just doesn't care. I want to do what I want to do. Also, an effective Teemo split push is Lichbane anyway. Oh man. Effective split push. I'll let you know when I see one of those. A good Teemo would have a mushroom minefield in the enemy jungle. I thought a good Teemo just pushed lane. And that's the only thing he does. Oh, I've never seen the good Teemo. I hear the tales. I hear the tales of the good Teemo. But all I can think back to is like back in 2012 when League of Legends put out that image that showed all these various statistics, and one of the statistics was how many Teemos die in a minute. I can't remember what the number was, but it was just so high, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. From the life I live, the experiences that I share, I can believe that this many Teemos die a minute. That makes perfect sense. Reporting someone for just being bad isn't the best thing to do? Oh, no. I don't report people for being bad. That's not a reportable offense. What is reportable is not working with the team. If you will not work with the team no matter what, then no, you should be reported. Like, I don't care if you have your own strategy that you want to do, but if you're, like, you gotta realize, like, there's other people on the team and they have things they want to do, and if what you're doing is jeopardizing the team and you're not willing to make any sort of compromise to work with the team, then yes, I will report you for poor teamwork. Tyler says, I always build Sheen Lichbane on Teemo among champions. And there's a T Madi's Twitch channel. Riot has a love-hate relationship with the champion. Yeah, no, man. Riot's a fun company. And Riot always includes Teemo deaths when they do annual infographics. Yeah, that must be what it was. I saw that thing, man, and it confirmed my own beliefs. Teemo can't do team fights, it's not possible, so if you're expecting Teemo to group... No. What I expect... I have one expectation for Teemo, and it's the same expectation I have for, like, almost everyone. And it's don't overextend. But, you know, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. They just overextend and they die. People are just bad, man. They're just so bad. People don't know how to play the game, but that's fair, you know, because that's why there's multiple tiers, right? Because, like, it blows my mind. Like, I'm Platinum in Overwatch. Like, I've been Diamond a couple times, so I'm currently Platinum. And Platinum is apparently like the top 30%, right? Like Platinum and above is the top 30% of the Overwatch player base. And so that's, you know, marginally above average. Like, you're an above average player if you're a Platinum. And I see the same thing in this game. Like, it's completely different, you know, it's a first-person shooter. But overextending's still a thing. Like, you know, there's certain places that the defensive team, you know, there's certain foundations that they have that it's really difficult to get past those places. And if you're going to attempt to do so, you want to do it with your team. And yet you'll still just have, like, say, a McCree, and he'll just walk in front of all the tanks and into all the fire and die. He's just overextending. He's just dying. It doesn't matter what character you are. If you walk in front of your tank shield and get sniped in the head, you're overextending and you're bad. And somehow that's a, you know, above average player. It just blows my mind. And again, you know, I wasn't Platinum in League of Legends. Goodness no. And so, like, I'm playing with these people at these, like, really low levels of play, especially, like, when I first started playing, you know, going from level 1 to level 30. Oh, man, I just didn't like playing. Like, if someone wasn't level 30, I don't want to play with you. Like, you don't know how to play the game. You're not level 30. You have some more learning to do. Like, no, man, I'm so good. If you're not level 30, you are not any good at the game. Because, like, even being level 30 isn't good. That's where you start the game. That's where the game starts. Oh my goodness. Overextending is just being bad. It is! It's just being bad. There's no getting around that, man. And, you know, Doomsday says top 30%, that explains all the Platinums you hear about. And isn't Platinum in LoL like the top 10%? I don't know. I don't know the League of Legends statistics at all. All I can tell you is that there's a lot of bad... Most players are bad. That was the point I was trying to get to. Be it Overwatch, be it League of Legends, StarCraft, whatever. Most players are bad. Like, they just are. You know? Because, like... overextending's bad. Whatever the game is, if you go beyond what you should and you die for it, that was a bad play. And if that can happen at above average levels, then that means the average player is bad. And every player under the average player is also obviously bad. And that's the majority of the player base. So it's tough. New Global says, hey, I got 80 bucks on my 3DS to waste. What should I get? Mighty Gun Volt Burst. Any of the Mega Man Zero games, if those are there. What else? What are really good games on the 3DS? Oh, Etrian Odyssey. If you can get one of the Etrian Odyssey games, those are amazing. If you love dungeon crawlers, Etrian Odyssey is one of the best dungeon crawlers I've ever played. So do please get that. But again, if you're not into dungeon crawlers, maybe not so much. And Tin Soccer saying gold through Challenger in League is the top 10%-ish. Glad is top percent. And yeah, Tin Soccer saying I'm not kidding, it's something like that. Silver should be 50%. Yeah, no, that would explain why I was silver in League of Legends. Cause yeah, like silver in Overwatch is just like, you know, you don't, like, how are you that bad? Like, how is that possible? I mean, I know there's bronze, but that's just a rumor. Bronze clearly can't actually exist. But, yeah, no, the tiers are completely different. Completely different. You have to be way more good to be Platinum in League of Legends than, say... And yo, Zachman saying, oh yeah, you're online. Have your weekly 100 bits towards Silver 06. Yo, thanks, Zachman, I appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't been online as much. I've been missing days. I've been having shorter streams because of being unwell. I'm still unwell, unfortunately, but, you know, I'm trying to get back in there. Trying to get back. Wood Division 5? Yo, man. Yo, some people are wood tier. It is what it is. And Doctor made it to silver too, something like that. Yeah, I don't remember what, like, number silver I was. I just know I was silver. Originally in League, you'd start at Silver 5. Wins put you higher, losses put you lower. Yep, sounds about right. And Tinslactor says, I believe Bronze is around the bottom 50%, maybe upwards or 60. Silver is the next 30-40, then Gold plus is whatever is left. Dang. Those are such huge, like, sections for just the first 2 leagues. That's crazy. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. Alright, so I already had a fight. I caught Manitaran. Everything's looking good. Yo, Mr. Fox saying hi. What's up, Mr. Fox? How you doing, good sir? And Global saying, hey, did I ever get that 1 vote added to Mario Maker? Did he? Because Tenth Doctor and Doomsday were the ones updating it, so... If one of you updated it, please let me know. If not, then you get on that. Yo, antidotes. And Pyro says, who takes rank seriously? Maybe people who have actual real-life buddies. Solo queue is an awful mess? Yeah, solo queue is pretty bad, man. It's the middle one for this one, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know, I'm a pretty competitive guy. Like, when I played League of Legends, I never tried to rank up in that game, not really. Like, I tried to win, I love winning, I had fun playing the game, but I didn't take rank very seriously, again, because I just didn't like how bad people were. I never tried to, like, make a full team or anything like that. I just played, had a lot of fun, and got frustrated over how bad people were. But, yeah, I eventually fell out of League of Legends, because I just... yeah, it was just not fun. I did not enjoy, like, you know, having someone, like, say, they would play Riven, and they're, like, just overextending all the time and dying, and they're like, hey, Riven, could you please stop overextending? And they're like, I'm not overextending, I'm carrying this game. How can you not see that I'm not carrying? Alright, I'm throwing now. And it's like, oh, okay. I was just asking maybe if you wouldn't overextend, but I guess, you know, we'll just go from a pretty clear lose to a sure, absolutely positive lose. I hate that, man. When people tilt so hard and it's just like, hey, buddy, maybe stop going into the enemy jungle and dying. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. You know, Global with another 100 bits. Do you get the one for when I did this? Yeah, that is a good question. Let's see, 10th Doctor added the Super Mario Maker votes? Okay, so yeah, it sounds like we're good. Doomsday says you can get to Platinum with proper strategy and some basic skill. That's good. And 10th Doctor people who take ranked LOL seriously either just want the season rewards, they actually have fun in the Mountain of Salt, or they want to go pro. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, potion. Another +1 to it? Yeah, we can do another one. That's what you would like, Global. And now Pyre says, I mean, I mostly played all random, all middle, so you need to work on your laning again? Yeah, no, I couldn't do all random, all middle. I mostly played Dominion. I love Dominion. That was such a fun mode. When that was added, that's like all I played. And I would just win. I would just win all of my games. It was so easy. It was so easy to carry in Dominion. It was so easy. Love that game mode. I switch my Pokemon? Nope. But yeah, I enjoy Overwatch so much more than I do League of Legends. Because it's like, it's so much easier to have high impact plays in that game. So much easier. Like, if I'm playing Reinhardt, like, as a tank, and I land that Earth Shatter on, like, the whole enemy team, that's a one team fight, and winning the team fight generally puts you 1/3 of the way, or half of the way, depending on the map, towards winning that round. So, like, that's awesome, man. I love that. Like, 'cause yeah, I can be a healer. Like, it's harder to do as a healer. Or actually, not so much with Brigitte now. Brigitte can make some high-level plays. She can 1v1 Tracer. So if she can duel out the Tracer that's jumping into your back line to try to take out the other support, like, you're just deleting one of the 6 people for the enemy team. So that's just so much value. And then, you know, she can open up the enemy tanks. That requires some coordination with your team to get more value off of that, but still really good. Okay, he's biting on the turn. I'm using Bubble. Looks like we're a good Squirtle, so no problems. Dominion doesn't exist anymore? Aw, that's a shame. It was so fun. There was never a ladder for it? Yeah, I wish they would have made a ladder for Dominion. I would have played it. I would have laddered the heck out of some Dominion. That mode was so much fun. They never played it to begin with? Yo, a lot of people played Dominion when it first came out. It just fell off very quickly. Which is a shame, man. I had so much fun. It died off quickly? Yeah, it sure did. It's fast, it's fun, it's Dominion. Yeah, man. It was great. In Pyro saying, but I mean they should seriously put ladders for modes they want to make a thing, even if it doesn't go anywhere. They should, dude. Like, I'm glad Overwatch is finally getting that. Like, they added, ranked for Capture the Flag, and also for, 6v6 eliminations. Ugh, only 6 potions. This is bad. I meant to buy more, but I didn't want to take the time to do so. And do you hear an echo? Yeah. Uh-oh, match history. Such a bad Teemo. Yo, let me see this. What are we looking at? Oh, I didn't set the battle options. Whoops. Oh, man. Because I wasn't that behind on Brock. No, maybe I did. Maybe I did, and I didn't realize it. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna reset if I forgot to do it. Alright, that's a crit. That's unlucky. Alright, hold on. That say defeat, yo? Or no, victory and defeat. Oh, victory for the blue team. Yeah, Kane Darkfire. He won the video games. Alright, is it gonna ask me? No, it didn't. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. I thought I forgot, but apparently I didn't. Let's see. He's got some items. Oh, okay, here we go. He's got 12 kills. What is that? 0 deaths, 4 assists? Yo, that's how you do it, man. Yo. Nah, man, the kind of Teemos I would play with, you would have to swap the first 2 numbers around. You know, it'd be 0, 12, 4. Those are my kind of Teemos, the ones I would play with. "28 minutes isn't that long?" Yeah, no, that's why I don't play League of Legends, man. I don't want to have 28-minute games. That's way too long. I forgot to tackle again. Gosh darn it. I have 29 HP. I don't need to potion. Don't need to potion. It'll be fine. But yeah, no, that's really funny, Pyro. That's good stuff. The 0 death Teemo. That's where it's at. Now, let's not all judge everyone on their play. Let's not do that. Let's not be elitist and be rude. It's all relative, man. It's all relative. They were winning the map until they lost? Yo, that's the worst, man. Where you're winning, and then you lose. Pretty bad. Alright, Atkins, get out of here. Yeah, no, man, I hate that. There's nothing worse to me than, like, I was playing Summoner's Rift. You're, like, 20 minutes into the game. You've been winning every team fight, and it's like, alright, we got this. Like, all we gotta do is just play it straight. And then for whatever reason, you know, Jax wants to go all the way up into the enemy base, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? And they respawn, and they just kill him. And it's like, okay, well, we can't take a team fight, we gotta play defensive, and it's like, okay guys, let's pull back. And then, yeah, don't worry. Nah, man, Severe, she's gonna be all the way out there. Then she's gonna die. Alright, there's only 3 of us alive, and they start pushing lanes, and people are trying to defend the inhibitors, and it's like, dude, it's a 3v5, we can't defend this. And then, you know, that one guy goes for it anyways. Then he's dead. Someone respawns, they die, and then, yeah, we've lost the game. GG. Feels bad. Normal blind pick? Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, because I used to play ranked, but I think I stopped playing ranked as soon as, like, I could do draft without having to do it in, ranked. I mean, I know that's blind pick, but it just reminded me of draft. Metapod, please. You know, Pirate saying, I haven't played normal Rift games outside of that one, and a couple more with those friends since ARAM was a thing. Yeah, that's fair, man. ARAM's pretty popular with a lot of my friends that played League as well. They love all random, all middle. I can't do it, you know. It's too random to me, which, I mean, is the point. It's supposed to be random, but, you know, we all have the things that we enjoy. It's also fun. Yeah, no, some people really like ARAM, man. I couldn't do it, but I mean, you know, it's the same thing, right? Like, I love Dominion. I think Dominion was the coolest mode ever put into League of Legends. But a lot of people, you know, they weren't into it as much. Like, there's no laning phase, man. Takes no skill. I'm like, no, it takes skill. It's just a different type of skill. It's about team fights, just constant team fighting. Oh, I love constant team fighting. Which is what Heroes of the Storm is, man. I love that game. But even that game, like, I don't know. What are you doing, Vinx? But yeah, because it's like Heroes of the Storm, League of Legends, Overwatch. All three of these are team-based games, right? And if someone decides, like, I just want to throw, like, you picked the character I wanted to play, I'm throwing now. And that just ruins your day, man. It's just all done. Like, that game is lost. There's nothing you can do about it. But, it's not a big deal as long as you play a lot of games. If you play a lot of games, it'll even out, because the other people will get those, throwers on their team as well. But, like, to play those lot of games in League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm requires so much more time investment than it does with Overwatch. If I have that really bad game where that guy just wants to throw, like, it's over. It's over instantly. Like, if I have a extremely terrible game where people are throwing, 5 minutes tops. Tops, dude. But if they want to throw and they're being really bad, we'll just, you know, not be able to defend, and they'll take the point, and that's game. GG. Yeah, Overwatch is very team fight central. Like, that's the whole thing, man. There's no, like, there's no laning in Overwatch. It's pure team fights. I mean, it definitely, you know, is something that people can grasp a bit better because it's a first-person shooter versus, you know, being a MOBA. But even then, things are still very fast-paced. Like, just watch a tournament of Overwatch League. Those commentators, they do their best job. They have a lot of resources to try to explain everything that's happening as it's happening, but it's tough. Pyro saying, every large competitive game is team-based, outside of fighting games, perhaps? Yeah, generally. That's how a lot of them are. And 10th Doctor says, that's why I like Splatoon more than any other PvP game. You can easily still win in a 3-minute game if you're good enough, no matter how much your teammates want to throw. Yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't thinking about that. Because yeah, that's another reason why I like Heroes of the Storm over League of Legends. Because like in League of Legends, like when you're getting to those higher levels of play, like once you are really far behind, that's it. Like you're not coming back. Like as long as the enemy team makes no mistakes, if they're playing solid, playing simple, playing slow, they're gonna win. Versus Heroes of the Storm, you can only be so far behind because you don't buy items in that game. There isn't this gold disparity. Instead, they have, you just level up, and they'll have a level advantage, but the levels, there's an experience curve. So, obviously they can have that level advantage at first, but the longer the game goes on, the quicker those levels are going to even out. I don't want to fight the Zubat. Like you said, the 5v5's too chaotic for you, Doomsday, and too heavily dependent on the ADC. Yeah, that's team-based games, man. It's the same thing with Overwatch. Like, you need your tanks to create space. If you're playing a dive comp, you need your tanks to be diving those supports, or like say if there's a certain McCree or Soldier, if they've taken up a high position, you need to jump on them. So the tanks have to be doing their role. The supports obviously need to be healing. They need to be doing a really good job at avoiding the enemy's DPS, and your DPS needs to be on those enemies. And like, again, it depends on the situation. Sometimes the tanks need to pull back so they can defend their healers. Like, everyone has to be doing everything right. Everybody has to do their job. If one person drops, like say the tank's trying to dive, and he doesn't do it at the right time, and he just gets deleted, it's instantly a 6v5. The odds of you winning that are next to nothing. Like, not if that's the start of the fight. Like, GG. Your tank threw. He didn't mean to throw, but he threw. Pyro says, I had a lot of criticisms of Heroes of the Storm when they were developing it, but you were an alpha tester and a previous League player, so the super simple hero customization seemed really off to you. And then the maps got more complex and objective-based to compensate, and it was a relief to not worry about pre-game building. Yeah, man. Yo, I hear you on that. It was definitely very different to, like, not have all these builds and stuff. The characters are much more simple than League of Legends, but the maps are more interesting. You know, you're not just playing on Summoner's Rift for 15th millionth time. Instead, you have like the Dragon Shrine map where you have to grab the dragon statue. Why did I not get that? This is the best pace I've been on. Please tell me that was not IGT. But yeah, the dragon statue map, the I'm trying to remember the ones. There's like Haunted Mines. I think they took Haunted Mines out. Oh, I love the StarCraft ones where you can get the nukes for your nuking buildings. Yeah, no, that's IGT. Gosh darn it, man. I'm on my best pace I've been all night, and it dies through the in-game timer. That is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, you know, every game, you know, is gonna have the things it's going for and the people it's going to connect with. Not everybody likes the same thing. I'm not trying to say like Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm are better games than League of Legends. I don't think that's the case. I just enjoy those games more. There's, like, I love team fighting. I love the complexity of, you know, all those characters, all the different roles they need to play and how quickly they need to play them and how they need to be able to adapt their strategy in such a quick pace. Like, that is amazing to me. It's just so cool. I love being able to perform like that. But, yeah, there's not a lot of that in League of Legends, not compared to the other games. So, it falls off. Like, but, you know, the laning is cool. Like, it's not my favorite, but laning is interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there. You know, making sure you're always getting that last hit on the minion, increasing, you know, the amount of gold you're getting, always being aware of the other, the enemy team in your lane, knowing where their wards are, knowing what their abilities are, knowing when they want to try to go in. Like, what's the level that that enemy wants to go in on? What are they waiting for? Like, who is their jungle? Which abilities do you need to look out for? Like, are they going to constantly be harassing you with something? What is the cost of using that ability? Is it just a cooldown, or is it mana dependent, and so they can only use that ability so many times? Can you bait them into using abilities and cause them to have to fall back where they can't actually be aggressive anymore, just through not even attacking them? Like, there's a lot going on in the laning phase. It's just, overall, it's just a lot of walking back and forth. That's what it is to me, man. That's how I perceive it. I know there's a lot going on. I get it, but at the end of the day, I'm just in the same lane I've been hundreds of times. Feels like I'm doing nothing. It updated Irelia. Time for another 7 years of nerfing her. Oh yeah? Yeah, Irelia was one of my mains. I loved her. Oh my goodness, because she's so tanky while also dealing so much damage. Like, oh man, I used to play with a friend of mine. I would go Irelia, and he would just go something else with a stun. It didn't matter who it was. And yeah, we would just be the gang squad, man. What it sounds like is we need to do an ARAM match. I'm not playing all random, all middle. That's dumb. Because I could just end up being someone stupid, like... It's not Jaina, is it? I don't know. She, like, floats in the air and she throws out little tornadoes. She's so boring! She's such a boring character to play as! I don't want to be her. Or, I don't know, who else would I be? I don't know, someone that's useless and all random, all middle. Jaina's super OP in ARAM? Fair enough! I wouldn't know, I've never played ARAM. He's so good though? I mean, like, that's the thing, right? Characters can be really good, that doesn't mean I don't not find them boring. Like, if I don't enjoy their playstyle, it doesn't matter how good they are. Like, cause yeah, I play games with a competitive mindset, but it's still a video game. I want to have fun with it. I'm not having fun, it's pointless. There's only one useless champ in ARAM, and that's Udyr? Yeah? Doesn't he have like a stun? How can he be useless? Or does he have to like... I don't know how Udyr works, I never played him. I don't know, maybe there's something he needs to do that he can't do because of ARAM? Get to hurl tornadoes constantly, heal your team, and shield your turret. Oh boy! Doesn't that just sound like a lot of fun? I don't know, imagine it now. Oh boy! Sitting there, doing nothing. Udyr is all melee and all auto attacks? Gotcha, so you need to be ranged for ARAM, is that the way? Kha'Zix? Is that how you say it? Yeah, either way, man. I don't like not being able to choose my character. It's like, they have a mode like that in Overwatch too, it's called Mystery Heroes. I don't play that mode. Like, I'm not interested. I don't want to play a random hero. If I'm playing random, I might be on, like, Roadhog, which, like, Roadhog's not the worst, but, like, I don't really like him too much. And then there's, like, who else is there? There's, like, Widowmaker, who's a sniper. I don't have the best accuracy in the world. Like, I'll play a Widow if I feel like I have to, but I would not choose to play Widowmaker. Definitely not. She is, she requires way too much accuracy, and I don't have the experience on her. I don't know where she should stand. I don't know where the good sight lines are. I don't like to play Widowmaker. Who else do I... Oh, Lucio. Like, Lucio is a good character. Lucio is really good. I've played him a few times, but I don't like to, because he has a healing aura. He can switch between a healing aura and a speed aura. He's really good because he can get your team to certain areas before the enemy team can. Having, you know, just having that positioning can be a huge thing. But once you're in that spot, you just switch to healing and you just stand there because it's a healing aura. That's what he does. He just stands there healing. Like, he doesn't actively heal. Like, I don't select my teammates and heal them. I literally press 0 buttons and they're healed. That's so boring to me. I don't like characters that just stand and get value. I get it, he's really good, just find him uninteresting. Cause like, he can like wall slide and do wall jumping and stuff, but generally, you shouldn't be doing a lot of that. Not all the time, like, you should be healing your team. You're wall sliding and wall jumping in places where your team aren't at. You're not providing any value. I mean, he can get boops, but like, he can knock people off of maps, and that'll instantly kill them, but that's map dependent. Like, that's cool. Like, a Lucio that can get boops, that's really interesting. But, again, it's map dependent, so if there's no places to knock someone off the map, then yeah, he's not going to be, you know, doing anything too crazy. Just gonna be standing there. Healing. And let's see, melee actually scales well if you can survive the late game. And Pyro says I have a very hit-miss games with assassins like Kha'Zix, Akali, even Wind Sword guy. Yeah, rip. And Pyro says, sucks for 12 minutes, trying not to feed, then a team fight happens and I get 4 kills and now we win. Yeah, good stuff. I split a little late there. So, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm surprised I got that. I didn't think I did the manipulation right, but it looks like I did. That or I lucked out. One of the two. It's hard to tell when you're trying to be frame perfect. Game can be a little weird. And how it, cares about the inputs. But yeah, this is decent pace. Like, it looks bad, but like 7:17 Nidoran, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about that, no sir. And again, it's a late split too. Not like super late, but a little bit. Otherwise, I would like, you know, actually take it off. Alright, Radiant Force is being pretty chill, man. But I mean, it could still get me with the level 5 Kakuna. Maybe, perhaps. Yeah, you were saying Wind Sword guy, and we compared that to Riven, but isn't Riven a girl? I remember Riven being a girl, but maybe I misremember? It's been a while, but I could have sworn Riven was a girl. I think so. Yeah, one of my friends played Riven a lot. Yeah, I apparently have a good best friend, because, like, he has the same outlook that I do. Like, his, he really enjoys team fights more than anything else, so, like me, he also got bored of League of Legends. He also enjoys Heroes of the Storm more, but again, also prefers Overwatch to that. I mean, we've been gaming together since, like, I don't know, it's been a while. I don't know, since like 2007? So like 11 years? We've been playing a lot of games together, so I guess it would make sense that we have similar tastes. Yasuo? I don't know who that is. The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember a Yasuo. I don't know if he came out after I stopped playing. There's a lot of heroes that are out since I stopped playing. Yeah, I stopped playing League of Legends in 2012. It is 2018. Yasuo's after Banks' time? Yeah, man. This is what it is. Yeah, the last new character I saw when I stopped playing was the girl that transforms into the spider. Did I switch Pokemon? Nope. What's her name? Urza, I think? I don't know. Yeah, I reset again? Yeah. Doomsday saying he's like Jaina with the tornadoes, but instead he uses it to stun everyone for even longer and lower their armor. Oh, and the spider's name was Elise. Got it. Elise. Oh no! It's a super trash Squirtle, man. You know, hopefully he's not the super trash and I can still get the, like, 2-hit on, Onyx? But, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yo, I have 10 HP. That is not a lot of HP. The Trash Squirtle has come. Your Trash Squirtle had to pop up at some point. Come on, Onyx. Ooh, by turn 1. Okay. I see what you got there. Nah, Pirate saying stun everyone and then get denied like a chump by an Hourglass. Yo, Hourglass is great. And yo, 2-hit Onyx, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, the buy definitely slowed us down, but it could be way worse. You take those. Yeah. Give me the boulder badge. Let me just go now. Ah. There it is. Trash Squirtle with the crit? Yo, we take those crits. Crits are very, very nice. Alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, Zanya's Hourglass, that's what it was, wasn't it? No, not the potion. Yeah, I built that a few times. Quite a few times. It's just such a useful item, man. It's like, hey, how about I don't die? That's pretty cool. Parasane Yasuo ulted this Xerath like 6 times in the match and did 0 damage every time because it doesn't do damage until after the stun animation. Oh yeah? And yo, people play Xerath? I used to play him in Dominion. I didn't know people played him in Summoner's Rift. I remember everybody used to say how bad he was. To be fair, I also thought he was bad. But I liked his concept. But, I don't know, he's just so slow-paced. Super Sin Slayer saying, Banks dug around in the trash can. Let's see here. There's a Trash Squirtle inside. Banks takes it. Yo, man. That dialogue is written up perfectly. Be just like Earthbound. Good sir. Xerath got a lot of love after his rework. Oh, he was reworked. That's cool. What changed about him? Yeah, the Xerath I remembered, he would like do this like formation where he stands still on the spot and it would extend his range, and then he could tickle people with lightning from a distance. It it wasn't that good. He could do it though. Hardcore tickles. Yeah, let's tackle instead of horn attack. I was super slow on that menu, man. My left hand was not on the controller. Yo, Earthbound Heart. Yo, Earthbound is amazing, man. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You asked me years ago about what the hardest RPG I've ever played is. I completely forgot. I also didn't heal before the Raditz fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, double tail whip, okay. RPGs. Let's see, Chrono Trigger was a lot of fun. I wouldn't say it was the hardest, not by a long shot. It had some of the most interesting fights, for sure. Chrono Trigger definitely had some of the most interesting fights I've done in an RPG, but I wouldn't say it was that hard. Doomsday says, Sphinx thinks Earthbound is a hard RPG. Would you get your head out of there, Doomsday? I know for a fact that it has an extreme difficulty curve. It does. I don't think it's like super hard. I personally didn't have trouble playing the game myself, but I've seen people all the time that just die to the sharks and they give up there, or they get to forest side and they give up there, or they get to the end of the game and then, you know, it's like, wow, what is this? What is this? I've seen it a million times. And let's see. Tinstalker doesn't remember exact changes. The chain to a spot thing was moved to his ult only, and his kit was mostly just shifted around. Interesting. Yeah, no, they would have had to have buffed some of his stuff for that to be viable. I don't understand. Interesting. And Asanato saying, yo, Vinks, welcome back, man. Yo, thanks, Asti. I'm trying, man. I'm still dying. I have not completely recovered. But I'm hanging in there as long as I can. Now, Pyro's saying Xerath has 4 damage skills now instead of 3 in a siege tank mode, which was built into his R. And charge up Q and stun skill shot. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, hard RPG. One of the Golden Suns, I think, was like pretty crazy with the difficulty curves. But overall, I didn't really think of them as hard, because yeah, Golden Sun 1 I just kind of flew through for most of it. And Golden Sun 2 had like a couple of spots that were like, what's going on here? But then after that, a lot of it was fine. It's just because of the gens, though. Let me think. Hard RPGs. I mean, I had a lot of trouble with Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Like, I remember getting to the final boss, and I just could not beat him. Like, I did eventually, but it took a while. My dad helped me. I was also a little kid. It was the first RPG I ever beat, so... probably not the hardest. But I was a kid, so is what it is. Final Fantasy VI, I didn't think that was hard. Final Fantasy VII, I didn't think that was hard. Final Fantasy VIII, didn't think that was hard. I don't know, it's really hard to think of a RPG that is, like, difficult. Because by the nature of an RPG, they're only as difficult as you want them to be. Generally, as you're playing an RPG, at least if it's, like, you know, well developed, most RPGs, you're going to be, like, just playing the game naturally without doing anything crazy. You're going to be at the level you need to be to beat the game. Outside of, like, really old school ones, like Earthbound expects a certain amount of grinding or really looking around to find certain items and taking advantage of those. The original Dragon Quest game does expect quite a bit of grinding. Like, you literally are supposed to grind every time you enter a new area. It's supposed to, as soon as you get there, just fight monsters over and over again, go back, heal, fight monsters again, go back, heal, fight monsters again. Okay, now you have enough to buy your helmet. Go back, fight monsters again, and so forth until you've bought all the equipment. Because you needed that equipment. The levels isn't enough. You need the equipment too. Why am I naming Spiro? Don't do that. Never grinded in Earthbound? Yeah, you don't have to grind in Earthbound. Like, it's either or. Either you make really good use of items, or you grind. A lot of people don't get the items. A lot of people skip out on a lot of the items that makes the game quite a bit easier. Or they use the items in areas where they shouldn't be using them and save them for later in the game. But it just depends. Not bad at RPGs. I don't know, man. Doomsday, every time I've been in your stream, you've been bad at RPGs. I don't know. Maybe you're only good when I'm not looking. And Super Sense Slayer says, RPGs aren't meant to be that hard unless they're badly designed like Sonic Chronicles. Not that it's hard, just bad. Yep. And Ostinato says RPGs, generally you can just grind to get past anything. Yeah, that's why it's tough. I'm trying to think of hard and RPG at the same time, but I can't really think of anything. Earthbound Beginnings can be harsh. Yeah, no, I've heard it's really bad. What RPGs have I watched you play? To be perfectly honest, the only one I can remember is Final Fantasy VI. Austin saying, I haven't really played any RPG in which you got stuck because it was too hard. Usually because you didn't know where you were going. Yeah, no, man. Oh, does this count? Does this count? Because it's not a normal RPG, it's a tactical RPG with Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, it's not a traditional JRPG, it is tactics. But if I had to think of a game that I actually, like, was just legitimately hard, it's Tactics, because, like, a lot of the game, you fight enemies that are, at your level. Like, not all of them, there are missions, and in those missions, the story missions, they're set to certain levels, which are generally really high and you have to do quite a bit of grinding for. But overall, most enemies are at your level. That is a 4-turn Magnemite, whatever. But yeah, nah, Final Fantasy Tactics. Bam, that's the one I'm gonna put it on. That game is so hard. C says, I've never played Tactics, but I hear a lot of praise for that game. Final Fantasy Tactics is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy. Like, if I had to choose a numbered Final Fantasy, I could go elsewhere. But yeah, Tactics is the best, man. I'll give it all the praise. It deserves it. Super Slayer says, I didn't specify, so I suppose Tactics would count. Not that you would know how tough it is. Oh, man. Like, it's so tough, dude. Because, like, the first mission you do, isn't too bad, because you can only control the main character. And, like, the rest of your party does everything for you. You can't really lose that. But then there's a mission, the very first mission where you control all the units, you can so easily lose. So easily, because, like, they have chemists, right? And, like, the game doesn't explain anything to you. You don't know what the chemists are necessarily, but you will see that they can heal people. You have to take those chemists down. And again, if you put your people out of position, they can very easily get ganged up on and taken out. And again, this is your first time playing a tactics game, so you probably don't know if you have higher elevation, that changes accuracy, positioning changes accuracy. So if someone has higher elevation on you and you're facing the opposite way, they are going to lay into you. And it's gonna hurt really bad. And again, certain weapons deal more damage depending on elevation, so there's that. But I don't think you have to worry about that too much in the first mission. Yeah, it's mostly just keeping your own chemists alive. Well, also, that's a thing. You get to choose which characters you want to use. So it's like, if you only put in one chemist instead of both your chemists, you're gonna be in for a bit of trouble. But are you talking about Pokemon? No, I'm talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. The first mission where you control all of your characters is quite a doozy. But not too bad. And then after you move on from that, like, there's a couple of, like, wild encounters you can have that I don't think are too difficult. But then the next, like, story mission you have to do, like, you can grind. You can grind for, like, a whole day, dude. Like, you can be grinding forever, and that is bad IGT again. Come on, why? I don't deserve this. I was on good pace. I was on really good pace there. I was only 15 seconds behind on Route 3. Feels really bad, man. But, what was I saying? I was saying something about things. Oh yeah, the first story mission that you have to do. Like, you can grind all you want, but the level of spells that the enemies you have are just so much higher than what you should have for that level of the game. So the damage values that you're taking in are pretty ridiculous. So you have to be able to counter that strategy. Going into that fight, you should probably lose. Like, if you don't know what you're going into, it's pretty understandable to just lose the fight. Afterwards, once you know there's two mages that have very strong AE spells that can just wreck your whole team. And, like, this is so early into the game. It's the first story mission besides, like, the more tutorial one. Well, I guess this is hard to explain. Essentially, there's 3 story missions. The first one's a legit tutorial. The second one is where they let you do everything, and they don't tell you what the classes are, how elevation facing, any of that stuff works. They don't tell you nothing. Then the third mission is when you start fighting against actual classes. They aren't like squires and chemists anymore. They're black mages, they're knights, they're archers. And to deal with those, man. Oh, it's tough. He says, just Final Fantasy VI, and based on what you think I'm bad at RPGs, I mean, I'm not saying you're outright terrible at RPGs, Doomsday. I'm just making fun. I've only seen you play Final Fantasy VI. I just thought it was really funny how you were doing certain things. I was like, he does not understand how this works. It's just funny to me, man. To see you, like, you know, struggling on things that I've accomplished as a child. It was just funny. Super Sen Slayer says, yeah, I'd beat Earthbound Beginnings, or you'd say Earthbound Beginnings is your hardest RPG. It's not impossible at any point, but it requires lots of grinding, and don't even get you started on Mount Ito. Yo, I can believe it, man. Like, Earthbound Beginnings, if that's an older version of Earthbound, and Earthbound is already such an old RPG, it uses such old design, despite being a Super Nintendo game, I can imagine it gets pretty bad. Austin saying, honestly, I'm getting pretty hyped for Final Fantasy Tactics. Anyone want to link me on the down low for a way to play it maybe on the Discord? Yeah, man, let's see. I mean, it's a PS1 game, it's a PSP game, because they remade it. It's Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. If you were to get the game, that is the best version, because, well, the best commercial version of the game. Because, like, they added 2 new classes, and also just tweak things around so it's much better balanced. It's still a tough game. It's still very tough, but they just added so much stuff, so obviously it's better. And then, this is a terrible Bulbasaur fight. And then, there is a PS1 ROM hack, or not really ROM, it's an ISO, whatever. I don't know what you would call it. But yeah, essentially it is a mod of Final Fantasy Tactics that adds all of the things that the PSP version does, while also rebalancing some of the less interesting classes. Like, yes, Dragoons and Archers are really, really good, but their abilities are all the same. Like, it's aim +1, aim +2, aim +3, jump +1, jump +2, jump +3, versus like all the other classes, like monks and geomancers, knights. They have so many different abilities that are useful in so many different situations. So the mod actually changes those classes to be, you know, more interesting. But you have to be careful. You have to get the proper version of the mod, because the mod's meant for more experienced players. So if you download the default mod, they also increase the difficulty of the game, and the game's default difficulty is insane. So make sure you get the version of the mod, if you do decide to get this, that has the normal difficulty, but all the extra content as well. That's the best way to experience the game, in my opinion. Aussie says, honestly, a lot of games I played as a kid I find harder now. I remember I was godlike at Super Mario World as a kid, and playing as an adult you struggle. Yeah, no, I hear you on that, man. Things that I accomplished after failing many times? If you say so, Doomsday. Because it's not true. I don't know, like, because you were talking about, like, getting lost in Final Fantasy VI, and I don't get it. The world's so small. How do you get lost? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. I grew up playing, like, Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, which, you know, are actually, well... Actually, no, I didn't grow up playing Final Fantasy 1. No. I grew up playing Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, which were, yeah, 4 and 6. I also played, like, Secret of Mana, Breath of Fire. I don't know, I played a lot of old school RPGs, so like I was just used to that. I used to watch my mom play RPGs as well, so like as I was growing up, so I just learned how RPGs work. I don't know how you would get lost. Alright, Bulbasaur. You're going down. Bulbasaur, please. Oh, Doomsday, have you beaten Chrono Trigger yet? Have you played that? Because if you want to prove to me that you're good at RPGs, all you gotta do is play Chrono Trigger, take the active time battle system, put it on the highest setting, beat it. Bam, you're good at RPGs. Oh, also, you know, obviously don't grind for 15 years. Just do every single mission as fast as you can. And then I'll believe you're good at RPGs. How to get lost. 1. Be required to go to location. 2. Don't know how to get to location. I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty That's on what's the right phrase here? Yeah, you're right. I'll just go with that. You're right. There's no getting past that. I mean, it's just boggling to me sometimes, man. Because like King Hippo, for example, I just watch him get lost in places. It's like, dude, it's a hallway. How are you lost? I don't understand. There's a left side and a right side. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm not saying Chrono Trigger is the hardest game in the world, but if you can play it for the first time, put the active time battle system at the highest speed, and you don't grind, and you can beat the game, nah, you're good. You are good. But yeah, if you can't do that, then, well, you might want to not sing your own praises too loudly. Aussie saying, do you count things like The Witcher, Skyrim, etc. as RPGs? Because Nier Automata is on the highest difficulty, it's ridiculously hard. I mean, they are RPGs. Like, when I think RPG, that's not what I'm thinking of. Like, when I think RPG, I'm thinking traditional turn-based. Which is why even when I was bringing out tactics, I was like, I don't know if you would count this. Because it's not, you know, a traditional RPG. It is a strategy RPG or tactics RPG, whatever you want to call it. Love how I'm making this a challenge of something I didn't do blind. Well, yeah, man. Like, it's a very easy way to prove you're good. It's a really easy way. If you can do something I couldn't do, you know, and just, you know, not flounder about, like, really awfully, then, like, obviously you're good. There's no denying that. If you can do better than I did on my first time, then you're good, right? Or you can't do it, and actually, you know, you're just, you know, maybe average. Maybe bad. I don't know. But we can definitely prove that you're good. That we could prove. It'd be very easy. That's a slow Bulbasaur. I'm not taking slow Bulbasaurs today. This is a fast Bulbasaur lane only. Only apply the fastest Bulbasaurs. We will not take anything else. No, sir. But sure, why not? There you go, man. There you go. Alright, my name is A. And my rival's name is B. There we go. Yeah, back to what Pyro was talking about, or not Pyro, Asti, excuse me, about those other RPGs. Yeah, I hear Nier Automata is like super good. I have not played it. I saw my sister playing it, and the game looked really, really cool. I should probably give it a spin at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Because, like, I really enjoyed Skyrim. Skyrim was a lot of fun, for sure. Yo, Super Sin Slayer still needs to play Chrono Trigger? Yo, you got to! Like, look, next time you're just like, la la la, not doing anything, just put in Chrono Trigger and play it. It's a short RPG, like, that's the best part, right? It's like, a lot of RPGs feel like they have to be, like, 1,000,000 hours long, instead of just being a more linear, scripted experience. Because, like, not every RPG has to be the super incredibly open-ended, million choices thing. You can just tell a story and have certain challenges presented to the player that, you know, there's a really good chance they're going to enjoy it because it's a scripted experience. You know what the player is going to do, and you can try to meet those expectations. And yeah, Chrono Trigger is like a 14-hour RPG. It's so short. It's such a tiny game. It's like, yeah, it's like, it's a little bit longer than, gosh darn it. Undertale. It's a little bit longer than Undertale. Like, I could see Sans' face, but I was like, what's the name of your game, Sans? And he just looks at me with that blank skull face. You know, that smile that's not really a smile. And then I remembered Undertale. There we go. And welcome to try the game out of your Steam account. Ah, it's all good. I'll see. I have the game. I can easily play it. I just haven't. Doomsday says, "Let me describe my RPG skill to you, Venks. I made it to the final form of the final boss of Final Fantasy VI, and I would have won first try, but I didn't have silence protection and ran out of silence items. And that was on the default speed setting. Venks still feels guilty for killing Sans." Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I've made some choices. I regret them. But, yeah, no, good job on your Final Fantasy there, buddy. Good job. Good job. Alright, so let's have 0 encounters. That's what I'm feeling, man. 0 encounters. I know 1 is optimal, but 0. None of them. That's way better than like 5 or 6. Super not impressed here? I'm not really impressed, no. Not really. I like your enthusiasm. That's impressive. Yo, I'm sorry to Doctor. We made some choices in the past. We have regrets. We have regrets. I mean, I know they always say to live a life of, like, no regrets. But, too late for me, man. I made my choices in Undertale. They will haunt me forever. It's just so tough, man. Because it's like, I wanted to know. I was like, who is Venks? And why is he such an evil guy? What's going on here? I don't understand. I don't remember doing these things, but he says I did. But I didn't do that. But he says I did. Well, I need to see what's going on here. And you learn a lot about the characters. There's some really awesome, amazing music. Like some of the best music in the game. But, yeah, I still regret them choices. Yo, Doomsday, no, that's not what I said. Yo, 10th Doctor's singing some song. I know I won't look behind. I have no regrets. I have no idea what that is. Not the faintest clue. Am I still on my 0 encounter escapade? I think I am. Not anymore. Yo, what up, Pidgey? How ya doing, ya bud? What's up? What brings you to the area? Oh! You wanted to show me Gust! Critical Gust! Nah, that's a good one. Thanks for showing me that. I'll miss a tackle. You know, I was just so impressed! So impressed with the Gust! It's amazing! Guys, check out this Pidgey. It knows Gust. Real cool. 10th Doctor saying that's Beyond the Sky. It plays during the epilogue in XE1. Oh, got you. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't remember the ending of XE1 very much. I mean, like, I remember like the fight, but anything afterwards, man, I was just so relieved. I was just so relieved to finally be done with the game. I was so happy. So everything else kinda didn't really get in there. Not so much. I'll take 7 Pokeballs. I mean, that's how I am with a lot of games, though. Like, I beat Golden Sun, and apparently there was, like, an after-credit scene. I didn't see what the after-credit scene was. Like, I didn't even physically see it. I was just like, I beat Golden Sun, I just moved on. Because, yeah, it took me a lot longer to beat the game than what the estimate was. And it was specifically just that boss, dude. That boss was ridiculous. Never forget. Don't worry, Venks. Not everyone can be good at RPGs. Yeah, it's fair, you know? Not everybody can beat Chrono Trigger at max ATB. Some of them are just like, wah, wah, I'm bad. What does this boss do? Why does he keep hitting me? Why won't he stop? Oh no, he's healed back to full. Why'd he do that? And then you get lost, and you don't know where to go, and you just quit playing the game. Like, I get it, some people are bad. It is what it is. Not everybody is good. You know, I have hopes, you know, people can become better. You know, Doomsday, one day you'll do it. I believe in you. You know, part of RPG skill comes from solving sliding ice puzzles. You know I'm the king of games, master of all puzzles, right? Like, I've beaten Portal 1 and 2. So, like, I'm the best at puzzles. Pretty good. Like, people come by all the time. They're like, "Oh, hey, Vince, is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. This is me. What's going on?" They're like, "Yeah, I was just talking to you about my friend, telling them how you're the best at puzzles. Like, you're the master of puzzles." Yeah, you know, that is me. I just beat all the games. Yeah, you know, I know so many people, and they try to do puzzles, but they're so bad at it. It's sad. So sad how they're not good at puzzles like you are, Vince. And you know, because I personally would never brag about being good at puzzles, but, you know, other people do it, and I just reiterate what they're saying is what it is. You'll body Chrono Trigger? Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. And then there was saying, never forget the magician. Ah, ha, ha! The Star Magician! Oh, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Those were sad times, Anura. Those were real sad times. I tried so hard. I really did, man. I tried so hard. And he just didn't care. He just didn't care, man. Those were dark times. Speaking of puzzles, when are you continuing The Witness? After a lot of games, probably. Going by the Varieties Games list. Did I finish The Witness? No, I did not finish The Witness. I got really sick while playing the game. I'm like, I'm gonna give this some time. Like, I don't know, I don't normally get sick with games. Maybe it's just part of being older. I am definitely older now. But it's weird, like, I play Pokemon, I don't get sick. I play other, like, 3D games. Like, I play Overwatch all the time, I don't get sick. But yeah, the two games I've played recently, and I've gotten, like, motion sick while playing them, were The Witness and Sonic 06. Both of those games have physically made me sick. No good. Are you finishing the Trial of the Sword? I don't know. But definitely we're doing Mega Man Battle Network first. We already started that one. How to beat Mega Man Battle Network. I mean, the rules are all there. They tell you when I'll do what, or at least give you a vague idea. Alright, let's heal up my boy, Mr. Squirts. And then we're going to swap him over with Nidoran. He needs that XP. Oh, the Trial of the Sword. The Trial of the Sword's just so boring. It's just not interesting. Cause yeah, I thought you were talking about the other thingy. Yeah, no, Trial of the Sword's just uninteresting. Like, I was really hoping it would be more engaging than it is, but it's just not. I can't imagine, like, doing that on purpose. When Vince will do things. When I feel like it. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. It's a when I feel like it, and I can be bribed to feel like it more. Like, it is what it is. That's exactly how it is, and it will not change. Wow, the sword is only born if you die repeatedly the way you did? It is what it is, man. Some people find things enjoyable, other people will find things boring. Well, Vince, you're approaching Trial of the Sword like an action game, when it's a puzzle. I mean, like, to me, it seemed like it was, that dungeon? I don't remember what it was called in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. There's like 100 floors or something, and I think the prize at the end is that, like, magic armor that makes it so you don't take damage, but you lose magic instead. And yo, a nerd with the 100 bits, bribing you to feel like Gunvolt Striker pack. Yo, let's go! Yo, now that's a game, man. I gotta play those. Azure Striker 1 and 2. It's on Switch now, so it's like, I have no excuse. Gotta play them. Yeah, no, man. I don't know. It just wasn't that interesting to me. I don't feel like that kind of system meshes well with the whole breakable items and random items. Where are you going, Vinx? You gotta go in the Pokemart. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, you know, everyone has their preferences. I just found it boring. It's like how some people think Earthbound's a bad game. They're just wrong. But, you know, it's also just an opinion, right? What's good? What's bad? It's all just opinions. If you want to say Earthbound is bad, even though, like, everyone actually knows it's one of the best games ever made, then, like, more power to them. You know? I'm not gonna be mad at someone because they're like, ah, you called a game that I like bad. No, more power to you. You didn't enjoy the game. There's frustrating aspects about the game, and those frustrating aspects just reduce the quality of the game. You're unable to enjoy it because it frustrated you that much. Those negative qualities outweigh the positive for you. Versus me, who saw those same negative qualities, and they just didn't affect me at all, and the positive qualities were just amazing, and therefore this game is one of my favorite games. Like, everyone's different. Some people have things that'll just really throw them off. Like for me, something I really dislike, one of those like nitpick flaws that can really break a game for me, is loading times. The game has a really long loading time. If there's a lot of wait in between me, you know, like retrying a section or going into a new area or whatever, doing whatever, and I just have to wait, I don't want to play that. I don't really know. I don't want to just wait around. That's not what I'm into. No thank you. Thinks doesn't mind sitting for 3 minutes to enter a dungeon. You gotta understand, Doomsday, it was a different time. Back then, you know, games were so simple. So to like have a game where they're like, there's a secret password, and the password is to not do anything, to just be silent for 3 minutes. It blew my little kid mind, man. It was super cool. And I like that. Is it the best thing for, like, speedrunners? Maybe. You know, they can actually, like, take a break real quick and go grab some nachos. But, yeah, you know, other people are going to experience that differently. It is what it is. It was a different time when games weren't as good. That's not what I said. No, sir. I mean, yes, some, like, the Super Nintendo, in my opinion, has a lot of amazing games that I think are way better than a lot of modern games now. However, Earthbound in particular has design that's from before its era. The kind of design that Earthbound has is NES-era gameplay. Obviously, the people that were working on that were not as experienced, or maybe they just weren't as well, no, they were very experimental. But yeah, maybe they just weren't as experienced in what RPGs were like in this NES era, because Earthbound is a NES era game. It just is. With the way that its difficulty curves is, the way it introduces concepts. I mean, it's not like, you know, day one NES, but it's like a late game RPG for the NES, I swear. That's just how the design principles are? Yes, there we go. Doomsday says, meanwhile, in modern times, comparable puzzle would be closing your DS to connect a map together. Doesn't take 3 minutes to do. I mean, it just depends, man. Like, everyone just feels differently about different things. One thing isn't necessarily bad in and of itself. I mean, yeah, if something's engaging, it's more likely to be interesting. Context matters. Context really matters. Yeah, Earthbound, man. Like, what really are the strengths of that game are just, like, all the zaniness of it. Like, I agree with AVGN, like, recently watching his review. Just, like, how it's so cool to just fight these things. Like, I remember as a kid, like, you know, because you fight, like, the dogs, the snakes, and the birds. I just thought that was really cool. Like, it made sense to me. I was like, yeah, if some sort of evil alien was taking over the world, you know, they could just take advantage of, like, all these random, like, animals with their psychic powers. And it was just so cool to me. I remember being a little kid playing outside and pretending that, like, the animals and stuff were controlled by Gigas. It was cool to me. And yeah, the rolling counter, oh man, I love that. And yo, the, like, retro hippie, oh man. Oh, I can't remember, it's like the Craze retro hippie or something like that. It was just so interesting. And then there's, like, the... I don't know, like something mild-mannered man or something. Like just this guy, he's just a guy, he's old, looks like he might be drunk, and he wants to fight. It was just so interesting to me. It was so normal, but so weird. I love that. Very interesting to me. I never played Phantom Hourglass. I mean, I did, and I was like, the movement's weird. And then I was all done. It was like a demo, so I didn't buy the game. I tried it, and I was like, eh, I think I'll pass on this. I prefer Minish Cap. Earthbound had a lot of cool concepts. It really did, man. And oh my goodness, Mother 3 is so good. Like, it doesn't have the exact same atmosphere as Earthbound. It's very similar. It's very similar. But they have the story, it has a story. It's a very structured story. There's a point the game is trying to get across. Well, I mean, Earthbound did too, but this one's very direct. And it's a much more modern take on the series. So yeah, if you had the slightest enjoyment of Earthbound, I would highly recommend playing Mother 3. Such a good game. Speaking of Flowey, there were 3 of them? Yeah, man. That's very funny, dude. Yeah, that Undertale guy, he loves himself some Earthbound. Is what it is. The New Age Retro Hippie used a ruler to figure out the length of Venx's stream. Yep, there we go. Oh man, I love that. Because yeah, they would just have weird attacks, right? We're like, oh my goodness, this guy's gonna body me. And then it'll just be like, he chuckles. And it's like, wait, what? He just spends his whole turn chuckling? Okay, I have a chance here. Oh, man. Oh, Master Belch, dude? Oh. Game's so good. Game's so good. When you were fighting the final boss, all you could think of was Flowey? Yeah, fair enough. I obviously played Earthbound first, and when I was fighting Flowey, I didn't really think of Gigas at all. It was very surreal, and Gigas is himself very surreal, but it is what it is. Yo, Mother 3 Heart, yo, Mother 3 is so good! The combat system, like the whole, what is it, like the rhythm beats or whatever, it's so cool. And yeah, just the world, like the world's so, the way everything intertwines, it's beautiful. New Age Retro Hippie is all kinds of oxymoronic, yeah. Is what it is. Ooh, is that a 2-turn Magnemite? Don't mind if I do. I failed Screech. I could have used that. Sure could. Failed Screech again. Not gonna land the 3rd one, whatever. Yo, Doomsday. Go home. Stop being a nag. I'll watch it when I watch it, okay? And not a day sooner, okay? Get out of here. Will Banks finish the seed today? No. Oh man, we're not finishing any seeds. Someone's neck deep in rando, yeah. Just how he does. It's okay, Cyclone. Do I remember how I kept wanting Doomsday to play Earthbound so I could talk about it? Not really. I was talking about Earthbound regardless, and you would get really upset when I was talking about it. I'm like, Doomsday, I'm going to talk about Earthbound if it gets brought up in the stream. If you don't want to hear about it, you know, that's kind of tough. Like, I won't ever randomly go out of my way to just spoil things for people. But if you want to be able to join in on those conversations and not have a bad time, you should go play the game. And that's how it went. I think you've shifted your perspective of reality. You have Link to the Past in another tab, Cyclone? Yo, Link to the Past is a great game, I understand. Come on! No! Why? Oh, that's the worst. Like, oh, you're just a couple tiles away from doing your RNG manipulation. Let's just squeeze a Zubat in there. I don't want a Zubat. No thank you. Yo, this is really great, man. I'm 11 seconds ahead. This is the best run I've been on. Well, best attempt I've been on all day. Run. I haven't had a run yet. You've yet to get past Nugget Bridge. No, sir. But this one. This could be the one. Could be the one. All I gotta do is do the things. And Super Sin Slayer is saying, did Melee ever increase your interest in Earthbound? Remember Melee was one of the main reasons you wanted to play it? No, sir. The main reason I wanted to play Earthbound is because I had it on Super Nintendo. And I was like, whoa, it's an RPG, and I loved RPGs at the time. Playing, you know, Final Fantasy VI, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 4, 2, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, I played the game just a lot as a kid. Like, I just loved RPGs, so as soon as I was given Earthbound, I was like, this is awesome. And I remember playing Super Smash Bros. 64 for the first time, and Ness was in it. I was like, oh, that's so awesome! Like, Ness is in the game. And then in Melee, they gave him the 4-side stage. Oh, that was beautiful. But, like, I'd been playing Earthbound way before Smash Brothers. Yeah, the franchise that Melee introduced me to is Fire Emblem, because it didn't exist. It wasn't a thing. I was like, who's this Marth and Roy guy? Yeah, Captain Falcon, I knew of him. Like, I'd played F-Zero before, but still, I didn't know he came out of the ship. I was like, what? What's he doing? Oh, you mostly meant if Melee increased your love for Earthbound. Well, that's impossible. I've always loved Earthbound so much. Like, I used to go on the Starman forums, like, all the time just to talk about it. I don't know. I've always just been a really huge Earthbound fan. I mean, it was cool that he was in there, and, like, you know, Mr. Saturn's, like, an item in the game, so that's really cool, too. But it doesn't really matter. I don't know, I like it when characters get into Smash Brothers. Like, for me, you know, it's the same as, like, Mario in Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong in Smash Brothers, Little Mac in Smash Brothers, Mega Man. Like, I love all these characters are cool, but I don't have, like, an increased enjoyment of them just because they're in Smash. I mean, being a Little Mac main made me slightly more interested in playing the original Punch-Out game, but, like, I didn't really have this huge attachment. Like, not really. Because, like, that's just how I felt. Like, I play characters that I think are fun and interesting. Little Mac had Super Armor in a game that never had Super Armor before, so I was like, this is really cool. So, it was as simple as that. But yeah, like, Mega Man being in Smash 4, Sonic being in Brawl, Like, that's cool, but it's not like, oh boy, now I'm like an extra super fan. It was just really cool, man. Like, when Sonic showed up in Brawl for the first time, I was like, what? Non-Nintendo characters can show up in Smash Brothers? And, like, my mind, man, it didn't know how to comprehend such a thing. I mean, I ended up not enjoying how Sonic played at all, but it was really cool at the time. I was like, wow, Mario and Sonic in the same video game. It's intense, dude, so intense. But, you know, I didn't go out and buy another Sonic game afterwards. Mario vs. Sonic? Exactly. The matchup we've all been waiting for. You know, you grow up on one system or the other. Most kids didn't have both. You either had a Nintendo or you had a Sega. One of them. Yeah, I was a Nintendo family. Though I always liked Sonic. I thought he was really cool. Even though I didn't play his games. Like, I had tried Sonic 1 and I had tried Sonic 2, but I didn't own any of them. The first Sonic game I ever owned was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Nerd says, you mean you never unlocked Sonic back in Melee? Nope. Oh man, fraud confirmed. Never unlocked Sonic in Melee. Did you ever even beat the game? Dude, it was such a scrub. And let's see, Doomsday was saying, Starman was so weak when you fought them in the base, you randomly used a spell on one? I don't remember the significance of that. But yeah, I've been Sand Attack, feels bad. And double Sand Attack, feels awful. Oh, I forgot to go to the bike shop again. Why do I keep forgetting that? Forget every time. Well, I should have switched to like Paris or something instead of Squirtle. Squirtle has too much HP. Yeah, I wasn't beating that fight. And then they released Mario and Sonic in the Olympics before it? I don't even remember that game, man. No, sir. I mean, I know it's a thing. I've seen it. But yeah, nah. Sonic in Smash Brothers. Mind blown. Super Slayer saying, having Tails in Smash for Switch would be a great way for that joke to come full circle. That would be cool, man. But nah, if they put in another Sonic character, it should be either Shadow or Knuckles. Like, those are the most popular characters besides Sonic himself. Like, let's be real. Starman reflects spells? Yeah, rip, man. Yo, don't get reflected on. Insector says, oh yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. I was trying to raise a 5 S-rank Chow a couple weeks ago. You're still doing that every couple days? Yeah, that's cool, man. And before Shadow is mostly a Sonic clone? I mean, it doesn't have to be. Ike's not a Marth clone. Why did I go into the Pokemon Center? Yeah, Ike plays literally nothing. Literally nothing like any of the other Fire Emblem characters. He's my favorite Fire Emblem character. Out of all of them, Ike is the coolest one. And like, this is, you know, this is how I felt about him before I played Path of Radiance, or I haven't played Radiant Dawn yet. But yeah, before I got into those games at all, man, Ike was always the coolest one to me because of his playstyle. He's a slow, heavy-hitting character. That's my playstyle, dude. I mean, Little Mac's fast, but in most games, in most fighting games, I play slower characters that hit heavy. So Ike was really cool to me. And they could do the same thing with Shadow Man. I mean, he doesn't have to be slow, but still, they can adapt the playstyle. Maybe like Wolf is the Fox? Yeah, they could do that too, man. Where like, he has a similar but different like specials, and then all of his normal attacks are different. That would be cool. The problem is that Shadow would essentially be the Luigi to Sonic's Mario. Nah, I disagree. I feel like that would be Tails. I feel like Tails would be the Luigi to Sonic's Mario. I mean, I get it. Shadow looks like Sonic, but that's not how people feel. And even then, I don't think any of that matters. I think the only thing that matters is how popular the character is. Because, like, they say, like, oh, they need to have cool, diverse movesets, and then, you know, we get Lucina, then we get Dark Pit. Like, none of that matters. None of that matters. It's just popularity. You fake hedgehog? Oh, man, you're the faker. You comparing yourself to me? Get out of here. It would give Tails all kinds of tech, mechanical toys. No way he'd be a clone. Yeah, he wouldn't be a clone if that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I thought we were just talking about how a character feels. But yeah, no, like, I mean, Shadow doesn't have to be a clone either. Neither of them have to be. Like, because again, when you start arguing, like, moveset, like, I feel like none of that matters. They can literally do anything, right? It's like, Lucina didn't have to play like Marth at all, and yet she does. Dark Pit doesn't have to play like Pit at all, and yet he does. Dr. Mario absolutely doesn't have to play like Mario. It is what it is, man. Whatever they decide to do, they do. Captain Falcon, Ganondorf. Like, they're completely different in every way. And they have the same moveset, dude. Like, moveset doesn't matter. Like, those arguments just don't mean anything to me. Like, cause Shadow could be introduced into the game, and he could be, I don't know. Let's see, let's take a random character. Yeah, Shadow could be a Donkey Kong clone. He'd be a clone of Donkey Kong. They could do it, it'd be dumb, but they could. Just like they did with Ganondorf. What are they gonna do? Give Shadow a gun? Nah, I don't want them to do all that. Yo, just give him cool powers, dude. Like, if he can't Chaos Control, it's like, what are you even doing? His assist trophy Chaos controls. He's got Chaos Spear, he should be able to do light dashes. Like, come on, man. Let's show Fox Illusion that it means nothing. And yeah, he literally has melee combos in Sonic 06. So, why not, man? Let's give him some combos. Let's give him attacks that are more interesting than just, like, being in a ball 3 different times. Chaos Control would be the final smash? Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. And before Shadow's a Wario clone, the bike and all! Oh no! Oh man, wow! I lost a minute on Nugget Bridge? Oh yeah, I didn't get in-game text, did I? I completely forgot. I completely forgot. I mean, I switched my Pokemon anyways. No, I did get in-game text. But I had to switch because I got double sand attacks. So the run's just dead anyways. Yo, it feels bad, man. It feels real bad. And I horn attacked him. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to horn attack him, I forgot. Want to do that. Want. Alright. I'm just gonna carry this run as far as I can take it. If it goes super bad, then that's gonna be the last run of the day though. Like, regardless, this will be the last run. 'Cause I don't want to stream too long. I'm still recovering, but yeah, no, we're good for now. I can do this. In before Shadow is a Bayonetta clone, combos, guns, and the ability to slow down time. Oh no! So wait, it wouldn't be bats within, hedgehogs within? That doesn't sound any good. Shadow Twist? Or is it... No, because it's called a Witch Twist. So what? What does he call himself? The Ultimate Being? Something like that. So the Ultimate Being Twist. It's just no good. Shadow, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Yo, I'm so excited for Smash for Switch, dude, because there's so many ways they could take that game. I mean, one, it could just be a port with no new content, no new balance. And I will cry, and I will not buy that game. I will not buy it. Like, I love Nintendo. I'm sure I could get, like, so many free views and follows, but, like, literally, if it's just a port, like, the barest bone port for full price, I would just feel like such a sellout, man. I can't do it. No good. But that's probably not the case. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a new game. We got a new Zelda. You know, he's got the blue like outfit on from Breath of the Wild, so that's really cool. And then oh yeah, the Inklings are in there, so that's probably 2 new characters right there. You know, good to go. So that's really exciting. And yeah, they're going to do the Invitational. They're doing the Invitational, and what is it? Like, when's E3? June, July? One of those, during the, like, 12th, I think? And yeah, no, I want to see it with my eyeballs. I want to see this new Smash game. Oh man, I can see myself theorizing about the mechanics already. I remember watching the Invitational, seeing someone get a down air on a person that's on the ground and then bouncing into the air, and I was like, what? They haven't done this since 64. Do we have 64 combos in here? It turned out that wasn't quite the case, but, you know, it was better than, like, what Brawl was doing, so it was a huge step up. All speculation, no information? Yeah, man, everyone's just speculating. But it's definitely dying down. People aren't speculating as heavily as they were, like, you know, even like 3 weeks after it was announced. A lot of time has passed. And there's nothing to go on. People are still arguing over if it's a new game or not. E3 is a month away? Okay, it's only 1 month away. Thank goodness. I thought it was 2 months away. Intense Talker saying, Banks, we still have it on record that you're singing a song on stream if it's not a port. This is true. Because when it was first announced, I was 100% certain it was a port. But I have been converted to the faith. I believe it's a new game now. I believe. But I was strongly against it before. I was like, no. There's just no way they made the game in such a short span of time. No way, it's gotta be a port. But no, I've been converted. I think it's a new game. You got me. Was there another trailer? Not that I know of. Seeing Mega Man's Final Smash at the Invitational? Yo, dude, that was so hype. I'm so glad that transpired, because it didn't have to, you know? It was a very slow attack. If the dude was, like, good, or maybe, you know, he was thrown. He said he wasn't throwing. He went on the record to say he didn't throw. But, maybe he was throwing, even though he's saying that. Just, you know, keep up the hype of the moment. Either way, that was so beautiful. Like, there was Mega Man. There was all the Mega Men! Just, oh, it was so great, because, you know, we've been going so many years without a new Mega Man game, and then finally, he had returned. And yeah, it was Mega Man, Mega Man X, Mega Man Volnut, Mega Man.exe, and yeah, Star Force is there too. Oh my goodness. So happy. So happy. Good times. You still wish you could play as X? You can play as the Mega Man X in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but it's also a dead game and nobody plays it anymore because of the terrible practices that they made. I bought that game day one, man, and I bought all this Season 1 DLC. Regrets. Such huge regrets. But I wanted to play as Mega Man. Mega Man X. How could I resist? I couldn't do it. I couldn't be me and not play the game that had Mega Man X, finally. It wasn't possible. I didn't have a choice. I knew the game was gonna be trash. I knew. But how could I be Vinx and not buy the fighting game, which I love fighting games, where Mega Man X was playable? And then Sigma is DLC. Impossible. Impossible. Oh, and Sigma's so good in that game. He's amazing. Such free wins. Rest in peace, MVCI. Just like Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Yeah, man, I called it. I was like, this game's gonna go one of two ways. Either this game's gonna blow up Because, you know, it's Marvel and, like, everyone's, you know, they love those Marvel movies, man. It'll be the second coming of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where a lot of casuals come in that don't normally play fighting games. Or it'll go the way of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where it's like, there's all this hype put into the game, but then everyone then sees, like, you know, people don't like the art, people see the shady practices, it gets widespread how shady these practices are, and then, yeah, everyone drops the game because it is a terrible consumer product. Like, buying that product is like paying to have someone, like, just spit in your face. Like, it was really bad. It was really, really bad, but I wanted it. I wanted that game. I paid them the money. They gave me the game. It's a terrible product, but I did have some fun playing it. And I missed the jingle skip because I'm bad. The nurse says, but seriously, we know nothing about Smash Switch, not even a little tiny detail? Well, to be fair, we know inklings. We know inklings are in the game. That's for sure. But we don't know if it's a new game, we don't know, like, are all the characters coming back? Are, like, only the, like, veterans coming back? Are we gonna have a bunch of new characters? Or is it, like, there's not really gonna be a lot of new characters because the cast is already bloated? Is it gonna play like Smash 4? Is it gonna play like Melee? Is it gonna play like something we've never experienced before? Like, they could go anywhere with it, man. Who knows? The date? Yeah, I believe it's the 12th. I think June 12th? It's one of the days. They said what the day was that they're doing the Invitational. I just don't remember. What are you trying to do, Doomsday? Does no one remember the name of that ranged attack? Yeah, it was Chaos Sphere. Or Chaos Spear. Not Sphere. Chaos Spear. I mean, I could have sworn I said that earlier today. Spear? Yes. And Doctor says 100% Sphere. I don't think that's it. I don't know, Doomsday. I think out of the two of us, one of us is a much bigger Sonic fan than the other. And I played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 in my day. And 10th Doctor says, I'm sure. Doomsday says, it was an orb. It was not an orb. What are you talking about? Because, yeah, no, the first 20 rings you get is a speed up. The next 20 rings is Chaos Spear. The last one you get to 60 rings is Chaos Control. And, you know, who's hosting me? Oh, Deez is hosting me. What's up? Wait, you're talking about MVCI? Oh. Oh, you mean the Reality Stone? Reality Stone! Reality Stone! Oops, I thrashed Pidgeotto. Whoops. Yeah, they spam the Reality Stone. You saying can't host for long? Yeah, it's all good, Deez. It's all good, you know? You don't have to host me at all, man. You can just not. That's fine, too. I appreciate the support, though. So, it's weird, because if you host someone before you stream, there's not really anyone coming in, versus if you host someone after you stream. Either way, you came by, so that's at least one person, so thanks for coming by, Deez. Reality Stone, that's the one. Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about. Doomsday says it was very ridiculous and very broken. Actually, Doomsday, the Reality Stone is, it was, how to say this? Whoops, I talk to him way too much. I would say it's like a mid-level stone. The best stone, the undisputed stone when the game first came out, was the Space Stone, which was the stone that I ended up using when I started going to tournaments. Space Stone's where it's at, dude. Because it's like Reality Stone spam is good and all, but like you could only spam it if like one, if the current one that you've used has been depleted, like if it's bumped into something, or you could switch to your other dude, and he could also use a second Reality Stone. That's nice. But in and of itself, that requires your assist. So all you gotta do is, one, you can beat out Reality Stone with your other projectiles. You can, if you advance guard it, you reflect the Reality Stone, so the Reality Stone hits the person that used it. And then 3, again, just certain hits just have higher levels of priority. It was the beginning of the game, people didn't understand how to beat it. It's actually very easy to beat. Space Stone, on the other hand, if you use the Infinity Storm, you trap them in a box. Because, like, the way the game worked, the way the meta was, people, like, once they were figuring it out, man, it was all about switching your characters in and out a lot. And, like, say someone gets to half health, but they have a lot of red health, you can regen that health when you switch your character out. You can't switch your character out if you use the Infinity Storm of the Space Stone. You defeat that character, they're down an assist. They are crippled. They are literally crippled, dude. Like, there's... coming back from that, having only one character is next to nothing. Like, that's just not happening. And if you're playing a character like I was, good old boy Zero, dude. Zero with Space Stone, first off, I can infinite the opponent. I can just infinite them. There's nothing they can do. If you're inside the Space Stone, that gives me access to infinite combos. 2, like, getting that initial hit, like, they can't do anything. They're stuck in the box. I can mix you up high and low all day forever. Like, good luck blocking everything I'm gonna do to you. When you can't retaliate. Space Stone was broken. And it got nerfed. Where is... did I mess that up? Did I mess that up? Oh my goodness. What are my manipulations right now? I mean, if you want to call things broken, you know, just based off of how most players are bad at a game, you can call anything broken. Like, oh, Raditza's broken, man. Raditza, you know, he's gonna knock people out. So many players, they don't know how to play Pokemon. Or, Misty's broken. To be fair, I don't know, Misty's kind of strong. But yeah, no, man. Like, I'm not gonna call something broken unless it's the best thing in the game. Like, I don't know. It's this 2018 mentality, man. So many people call things broken or overpowered when, like, it's newly introduced. And it's like, please, what are you doing? Like, I hate that. It doesn't matter if it's a fighting game, a MOBA, a shooting game, whatever. If it's a new mechanic, a new character, please, just be quiet. Don't call something broken or overpowered unless you've actually put in the time, which you haven't because it just came out. Like, you need to put down the time to strategize around this mechanic or character. You need to understand exactly how it works. You should know how it works frame by frame. You should know how it trades with everything else in the game. If you don't know these things, don't call it broken. Don't call it overpowered. You're just ignorant and you don't understand. Like, go home, please. And again, this isn't like me venting at you or anything, Doomsday. Yeah, Nura's got it. Brigitte is broken. Like, that's what everyone's saying right now, and it triggers me so hard. People calling Brigitte broken in Overwatch, it's just so dumb. She's a brand new character. She just came out. She has counters. And people are like, no, man, she's so broken. Why would they put this character in the game? And like, oh man, the worst, dude. The worst is like, I was playing with these people the other day. I have this Genji on my team, right? And he just goes in 1v6, you know, effectively like those Teemos we were talking about earlier today. He just goes in 1v6. And yeah, he does get stunned by Brigitte, but it's the whole enemy team. It didn't matter if Brigitte was there or not, he would have died. There's nothing he could do. But it's like, oh, Brigitte, such a stupid character, so overpowered, so broken. It's like, dude, you're bad. You're really, really bad. That's why you lost. Stop blaming me, this OP character. And then yeah, there's a Widowmaker in that same game. And she's off to the side, and she's not getting any snipes, she's taking a lot of damage, she's not, you know, jumping back when she has all this attention on her, like she's gonna get taken out. And yeah, Brigitte uses her flail to knock her out from a pretty far distance. And yeah, the whinging just starts going on and on and on. Such a broken character, Blizzard doesn't know how to make video games, blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, you suck! Stop, like, don't stand in spots where you're taking damage. If you're dying, move. She literally is limited in where she can reach. Just don't stand there. Stop standing in places where people can kill you. Just don't do it. But they're just bad, man. They don't get it. It triggers me, man. It triggers me so hard. How do I pronounce the name? Brigitte. That's the proper way to say it. Bayonetta is broken? Yeah, I don't mind people calling Bayonetta broken, that's fine. Cloud broken? He's really good, I wouldn't say he's broken. But at least the characters have been out. And they have some results. But again, the results prove that they're not broken. Cloud's not broken or you have high results. Bayonetta's... she has some good results, but again, she pales in comparison to Diddy Kong. So it's hard to really call her broken and not in the same breath call Diddy broken when Diddy performs better than she does, so it's like... And Nura says, but Vanks, he has a hook and a shield, clearly broken. And yo, is that Q lagging with the host? Posting me up for 46 viewers, oh snap. Yo, let's go. Yo, how we doing, peoples? What's up? I did not expect all these people to come in here. And yo, Senpai's in here. Senpai is saying Cloud is broken in doubles. And yo, the heavy host? Yo, sometimes you have the heavy host. Yo, how we doing, everybody? Coming in. I guess I should introduce myself. For those of you that do not know me, yo, Samathos with a Q lagging raid. How you doing, good sir? But yo, my name is Vanks of Super2U. I am a fine fellow who likes to play Pokemon RPGs. None of that mystery dungeon stuff though, no thank you. But yeah, no, I like to speedrun Pokemon Red. Also do variety games, but mostly I just speedrun Pokemon Red. I'm like coming back to streaming. I took a small break of sorts, and even today I'm not going super long, because I am very sick at the moment. But I am doing a lot better, I'm feeling pretty good, so trying to get that stream in there. Yo, Alan Pikachu! What's up, man? Yo, the strong raid, what's going on, guys? Yo, other people are saying things, it's hard to see. The raid's too strong. Yo, Azumarill, D7X Wazah? Yo, what's up, man? What's up? How we doing, peoples? And we gotta go in here. Yeah, Bayonetta doesn't have good results. No, she has good results, just she pales in comparison to other characters on a international level. Like when it comes to like the highest level of tournaments, she does falter off in comparison to other characters. It is what it is. Alright, Cubone, get out of here. Yo, Owensor, what's up? Yo, Senpai says Super2U is the best stream ever. Yo, thanks, Senpai, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, we're pretty chill here. We're pretty chill. We like to play the video games. We are a family-friendly stream, so there's certain words we don't use, but we try to be creative regardless. As long as it's, you know, not too inappropriate. But yeah, we don't take things super seriously here. Not so much. And what are we saying? Is someone not being family friendly? Yo, gotta be family friendly. It's important. Cause yeah, I know that's gonna be definitely a disturbance for a lot of the people coming in. Cause you know, Q lagging, he's a pretty chill guy too. He's very chill. That's why I like his stream. But we're definitely some of us, you know, we're family friendly. Others, I don't know if I would call Q lagging like, you know, let's see, what would I call it? Like Sesame Street? Would you guys call Q lagging stream like Sesame Street level family friendly? Or like, what else? No, that's too much. What about like Powerpuff Girls? Clearly he's like Powerpuff Girl level family friendly. Which again, not that I'm saying it's a good or bad thing to be family friendly. Q lagging's my bro, he's a super cool guy. I'm just saying we do things differently. That's all. Dude is amazing. I mean, but y'all already know that. Wait, don't use the repel there, Vanks. What are you thinking? Yo, man, he is popping off so hard on Emerald right now. Been pretty great, dude. to see all the progress he's been making. And Yu Senpai says, not anymore, Vinks. It was probably the best results now since Zero quit. Diddy has barely any results, rest in peace. Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty out of date when it comes to, like, the current results. I haven't seen the, like, recent, like, national tournaments and stuff. If Bayonetta's winning everything, it is what it is. Wait, Q-lagging is even more family-friendly? Yeah. And Super Saiyan Slayer says, even if it's too early to discuss, are there any expectations you have for Smash for Switch? PG-13? Yeah, pretty much PG-13, yeah. You think I'm more like PG-12? Yo, man. I mean, like, essentially, we don't swear, we don't say anything political or religious. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I prefer not to talk about, like, anything that's, like, a depressing topic, or something that's overly negative or toxic as well. But yeah, it's not, like, super serious here, we're just chill. Like, generally the only people that have had trouble with my rules are people that, like, go out of their way to be like, oh, are those your rules? Well, forget those, dude. Like, that's generally the only time I have a problem. If someone comes in and they don't know what's what, you know, I'm happy to be like, you know, yeah, we just don't swear here. And, like, if you love swearing, you're like, nah, man, I got to swear. If I don't swear every 5 minutes, you know, I'm gonna explode. Well, I'm like, well, you know, please, go take care of yourself. Just leave my stream, find a different stream, do what you gotta do, you know, that's fine. Take care of your health. Don't let me get in the way of you doing what you need to do. Just don't do it here. Your first message was a swear by accident? Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries. Senpai saying, I'm Banks, and I have rules. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, that sounds like exactly what I was saying. Good quote there, Senpai. Good quote. Alright, so we still have plenty of thrashes. I'm in a good spot here. No worries. No worries, man. I'm so sad about all that time I lost on Nugget Bridge. I was doing so good. And then the sand attacks. Well attacked. Why'd it have to be sand attacks, man? Alright, what do I need? I need to be on my bike. I need to count to... Oh, I don't remember the number. Is it 4? I want to say it's 4. And then the item is right there. We'll grab one nugget, and then there's an elixir I need. I need the elixir more than I need the nugget. But I'm not gonna find the elixir without it. Good quote ad there, Doomsday. You got me. Well played. But yeah, no, we like to, you know, we like to joke around here. We have a lot of fun. Oh wait, go to the left. I need one TM07 if you'd be so kind. And then, what else do I buy? Not Super Potion, Super Repels, 10 of those. Yeah, there you go, Senpai. Yes, much better. Because, yeah, we don't like any of those dirty, like, what do you call them? Words are really hard. But yeah, just using initials for things is no good either. Which is why LMBO is the correct choice. Much better. Acronyms OP? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Ah, the fresh water! I wanted to buy the soda pop first. Menuing's way hard. Words of curse. Yeah, no dirty curse words, man. Or they're curse words for a reason. You say those. It ushers in Armageddon. You wouldn't want to usher in Armageddon, would you? Alright, and then what do I get from this guy? Oh, I have to sell my items first. Nuggets, you can have 2 of those. Oh man. Time's leaving me. Come back. Now 11x accuracies, 5x speed, and 2x specials. Am I losing all this time just from menuing? Oh my goodness. I'm pretty bad. Let's go ahead and untime out Onzor, but I would like to give him the warning that, yeah, I don't like it if we, specifically go out of our way to, you know, try to say something. But yeah, nah, like, it's tough, man. My mods don't get me sometimes. Me and my mods, we don't have the exact same thoughts at all times. There we go. Yeah, Onzor, he's good people, man. He's good people. Alright. What am I doing? I am going through my items, and I am moving Helix Fossil to the bottom. No. Not replace it with HMO2! No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to use HMO2. I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, I like HMO2! I'll press select there! No, thanks, no! Not what you're trying to do. Yeah, the SS ticket, or restore. Yep, and then use HMO2. There you go, buddy. You learn fly. And then, Team 48? No, Super Repel first. Oh yeah, which I should also move up. And then, Team 48. Rock Slide is over Horn Attack? Oh man. Yeah, it's just been so long since I've done this menuing, man. I'm super rusty. So rusty, dude. It's actually a quote from a commercial. You should look it up. It's hilarious. Yeah, nah. I know exactly what it was, Onzor, which is definitely why I didn't want you to be timed out. It's a pretty funny commercial. Senpai says, I gotta learn who's good people and who's scary people. It's all good, Senpai. You're trying your best. No worries, no worries. Ah, Thrash on turn 1! What did I do? Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll work out magically. Maybe it'll magically work out. Is the next one Gyarados? Of course it is. I'll just crit Gyarados for all his HP, right? 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 And then I'll miss Hydro Pump? And I'll not die? Oh man, I'm really bad. I'm really bad. I don't know why I did that, man. Yo, look, I'm real rusty, okay? Really rusty. Whoopsie doopsies. Whoopsie doops. All part of the plan, guys. All part of the plan. You're supposed to get knocked out there, so then all your Pokemon have full HP. See? Everything's going according to plan. Just don't look at the timer. Don't look at the timer. It's lying. Totally lying. Turn 1 Thrash? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, here we go. Easy peasy. Now, Wolfgang saying hello again. You're my 5-minute break from CFA Level 3 studying. Oh, that sounds like not fun. But, you know, you gotta study. That's important. So I'm glad you're in there, man. Here, nobody's saying Cinnamon's here too. Sweet. Yeah, no, we're doing good, nobody. Doing good. Those strats? Yes, those were all strats. All part of the plan. Nothing crazy here. The knockout strats? See? Everybody knows. These are obviously super well aware Pokemon streamer viewers here. They watch so many speedruns, they just can see the strats. Even if, you know, they mostly watch Pokemon Emerald, they can apply the same knowledge to Pokemon Red and be like, oh wow, such a smart strategy, dude. I watch, you know, Q Lagging do that all the time. Like, you're doing it right. They know. They know what's what. Wolfgang is saying, if I pass this one, then I'm free of the trash forever. My passport is somewhere known and safe. Yo, that's good. Yo, keep up the good work, Wolfgang. I believe in you. Optimal whiteout? Yo, that was 100% optimal. 100%. Like, we're practically on world record pace now because of that. Oh, good. But yeah, what's world record pace? It's like 140 something? I don't remember. I have it, or I have the old world record in my splits as a comparison. Let's see, where's that at? Yeah, it's the old world record was 147.02. I think it's like 146 something now. Oh well. Let's speed up this Ghastly. You have no idea what's happening, Wolfgang? Wait, with what? Oh, with your test stuff? Yo, I believe in you. Just study hard, man. Studying pays off. Most of the time. I mean, as long as you have good study habits. Or you could be like me and just study right before the test. Right, like literally 5 minutes before the test starts. Okay, let's study. Memorize as much as you can. Make educated guesses for anything you didn't have the time to memorize. Or commit to memory. Hey man, I got hundreds. Also, those were very simple tests. Not very, very long, convoluted ones. So, that strat probably wouldn't work. Alright, so for the Pokemon Tower here, what the goal is to not get bodied by any of the spooky ghosts. They're very, very spooky, but, you know, they don't have to dictate how I live my life. I'll just rock slide them, as long as I don't miss. It only has 80% accuracy, so it's gonna hit 4 out of 5 times. Oh no, 10th Doctor. Oh man. Doomsday would study the night before the test, fall asleep, then check it again in the morning. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. That's a good way. I mean, it's not optimal, but that's pretty good. If you're gonna barely study, you might as well at least check it 2 times with a sleep in between. Odds of you remembering most of it are pretty high. Ooh, my repel wore out? I was gonna say I'll just YOLO it won't be a big deal. And then the spooky ghost came to take away my time. Trying to go fast, huh? Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Alright, let's teach a TM. We're gonna teach TM07. Thanks, condoning bad studying. Yo, I never said that. I never said that. I said what I did is bad studying. Don't do what I did. Do better than me. Even though I got all hundreds. I'm just saying. A good, good study sessions would be, you don't even have like an assignment. It's just like, oh yeah, I haven't studied in a while. So you just open up, like maybe buy a book on the, for studying specifically. Because there's books out there that, are like for whatever course you're studying. And yeah, just, they're specifically for practicing. They'll have all sorts of like reviews in there, quizzes you can give yourself. Like it's not a quiz that, you're prepared for and it's the same answers as some other quiz. No, it's just a quiz for you to practice. And I thrashed Zubat. Why'd I do that? I didn't mean to thrash Zubat. That's bad. My favorite Star Fox game? That's easy. 64. To be fair, there's not a lot of Star Fox games. Yo, dude, are you Hawaiian? I have never been to Hawaii. No. My sister's been there. I also, because I know where this question is trying to go, and the answer is no, absolutely no, God no. Don't ask me questions like that, how dare you? I would never put pineapple on pizza. Would not do it. No, you cannot pay me to put pineapple on pizza. Anyone that would do that is crazy and insane, I'm telling you. No, sir. And Wolfgang is saying, I actually always feel weird during both level 1 and level 2. You're the only one in the room that wasn't studying at all? Yeah, nah, man. Gotta study. Oh, I look like a Hawaiian friend of yours? Yeah, that's fair. Nah, no siree. Believe it or not, I am mostly Irish. I mean, I don't have, like, all this beautiful red hair. Not quite. Dominant genes are strong, but yes, I am mostly Irish. Are you mad it's good? Yo, I am not mad it's good. Pineapple on pizza is not good. It's an abomination. It should not go there. Why would you put pineapple on pizza? I don't understand. Why would you do that to yourself? There's so many things you can do in this world. And putting pineapple on a pizza is not one of those things you have to do. Like pay taxes? You gotta pay taxes. Pineapple on pizza. Not so much. Oh, you're going to Hawaii in June? Yo, that's cool, Wolfgang. Yo, I hope you have a lot of fun at the wedding. That sounds pretty cool. And nobody says I put pineapple on pizza. Prefer sausage, mushroom, pineapple, and barbecue sauce? Oh, man. Oh, buddy, gee. Well, I mean, if nobody wants to do all that, more power to them. Since Doctor doesn't believe Vinx is Irish, 50% chance he's lying. I am Irish on both sides of my family. Wolfgang says, June 23rd is 3 weeks later than normal this year. That means 3 extra weeks. Yo, good luck. Yo, Monty says, hashtag short stream. Right, Super Reset you. And pineapple is definitely an abomination. Yeah, I agree with you. Look at all that time we lost on Poke Flutes. I mean, all according to plan, we'll make it all up later because of the RNG minep we did by losing to the rival. It was a good minep. Alright, so get on the bicycle, go to- whoa. Pokemon Center first, excuse me. Your knockout strats are an abomination? What are you talking about? It's such a good strat. Totally. No, it's not a dominant gene, the luck of the Irish. Hell no. I mean, you're right, man. I have the worst luck in the world. I can literally, like, gamble in a 50-50 situation and lose 14 times in a row. Which is not an exaggeration. That is something I've done in my life. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. The odds were in my favor. I just kept betting on black. I was like, it's going to win. There's only 2 choices. There's black and there's red. If I always bet on black, I have to win at least once. Because, like, after you lose, like, the 5th turn in a row, it's like, I should stop betting, right? I should do something else. But no, at that point, it's the principle of the thing, right? I bet on black. I'm going to keep betting. I'm going to win. It's practically 50-50 odds. It's going to land there. It never did. Rigged, I tell you. It must have been rigged. It's the only way I didn't win. Yet you play Pokemon? Yeah. No luck, and I play Pokemon. I'm one of those people. I am, what's the word? Insane? Udyr is bad in all random, all middle? Oh yeah, we were talking about that, like, years ago. Wolfgang saying, I'm pretty sure I already told you that you're losing 14 straight on the red-black bet is not unusual at all. You're right, Wolfgang, they rigged it. They rigged it, man. Super rigged. I'm gonna catch them cheaters. Why? No, you don't cut this open, Vinx. Use the card key. What are you doing? No, I don't need to do an analysis to know they cheated, Wolfgang. It's pretty obvious. Like, the odds of it not landing on black 14 turns in a row are so small. That's so small. Well, obviously they cheated. And I didn't walk up. I tried to walk only 1 tile left, and it just didn't happen. Oopsie doopsies. So now my rival has to walk around me, which is like super slow. But let's just focus on not dying in the fight. That would be cool. If I bet on red, I could have won 14 times in a row. This is true. If I would have bet red, if it was the same outcome, I would have won 14 turns in a row. I would have had all the points. But nope, I didn't vote red. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Oh yeah, it's just horn drill and everything. I remember. And nobody says it's about balancing tastes. Yeah, the spice, earthy flavor, sweet tangy flavor, bit of heat. Yeah, no man, I don't live that life. I can't do it. I understand you, nobody. I can't make those choices. I can't do it for me. Like, I need the bitterness. Bitterness is what makes it great. And yeah, we're showing me something else with Udyr. Well, you won. Good job, Udyr. You did it. Confirmed. You know, I don't play the League of Legends anymore, man. I mean, I think I recognize all these characters. Wait, no, I don't know who that top wait, is that Jaina? It might be Jaina. I don't know. The art looks way better than what I remember. There's Teemo. I don't know who that robot guy is. Or that thing under him. That's Vladimir, the vampire. I remember him. And then that's... oh, what's her name? Tristana, I think? And that girl, that's Ari, I think, the fox? And then... who's that red-headed lady? Is that, what's her name? Is it Katarina? And then Jax, and then that's Darius. Pretty sure. Oh wait, am I looking at the wrong thing? I might be looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the old one he linked before, aren't I? Yeah, X accuracy, I can remember what to do there. Complete brain fart. Vlad is a hemomancer. Whatever. Potato, potato. Nurse says, Vinx, next time you order pizza, do pineapple pepperoni, have your mind blown by its amazingness. I already said you couldn't pay me to put that on my pizza. Why would I do it of my own free volition? Why would I do that? Oh, whoops. No, sir. Like, Anura, you're a man of good taste. This you have shown me over the years. But, I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. Yo, you gotta go, Wolfgang. Yo, peace, man. Vlad isn't a vampire. Who else isn't a vampire? Let me think. Other not vampires. No, they're out there. Yo, people, help me think of, like, vampires that are not vampires. Like, yeah, you know, I just... you know, dress up like an aristocrat. I, you know, have this thing for blood. But nah, man, not a vampire. Don't mind, you know, all the red imagery. No, sir. How could someone be named Vlad and not be a vampire? I'm telling you, man, he's a vampire. Don't trust their lies. Fire says, who else isn't a vampire? You mean that guy from Battleborn? The game no one played because Overwatch? Yeah, rip, man. Yeah, no, I don't even know who that is because I've never played Battleborn. The Twilight guy probably isn't a real vampire. Morbius from Spider-Man? Yeah, Morbius from Spider-Man's a great example. Not vampire. Get out of here. If it walks like a vampire, talks like a vampire, that's a vampire. Alright, let's see. Floor 10. And yeah, that was weird. Didn't, Morbius... was he the one that, like, bit Spider-Man and then he turned into the Were-Spider? Or did that happen for something else? I can't remember exactly. I have the action figure of the Were-Spider, though. Alright, so what do I do here? Oh, I don't use any items. I just dig out. Man, I'm rusty. Rust is real. Yo, Nova Bound's in here. What's up, man? How you doing, good sir? Fizz fed really hard, like it Vinx Teemo. I've literally never played Teemo. I've never played him and I refuse to. I have friends that try to get me to play Teemo. First off, I never bought Teemo. I was like, I'll never buy Teemo. He's a stupid character. I'll never want to play him. So why would I buy him? Let's see, use the Super Repel. But yeah, no, one of my friends bought me Teemo. He's like, here you go, now you can be Teemo! It's like, why did you just waste money on buying me Teemo? I'm never playing him. All you've done is, like, guaranteed that I will... Wait, what do I get rid of? What am I doing? Oh yeah, Thresh. Yeah, you've just guaranteed I'll never click on random, because there's a small chance I could be Teemo. And I'll never live that life. You can't give me that curse. No, sir. Morbius either turned Spider-Man into Man-Spider in the cartoon, or one of the comics. I'm pretty sure it was in the cartoon. I don't know if it was also in the comics. Is it faster than doing floor 10 first? I'm told so. Like, I haven't timed it out myself, but it's what the world record holder did, so I assume it's faster. Because you don't fight one of the trainers doing it that way. Because there's normally a trainer there you have to fight. But it is a bit of extra movement. But fights are also really slow, so I don't know. I just do what the world record does. Alright, can I count these flowers? It should be somewhere around here. There it is. Don't buy a Teemo, buy a Beemo? I don't know what a Beemo is, but I would never buy a Teemo. And Super Saiyan Slayer, even though he sounds like one in the anime, Meta Knight isn't a vampire. I mean, I don't think he looks anything like a vampire. I mean, he's got like a cape. I mean, he does have a bit of an interesting accent, but I don't think vampire when I see him. No, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and use the PP up first. And then bicycle. Your favorite ARAM games are those you never die in? That makes sense. Sounds good. Tin Soccer says you should contact Riot, ask them to remove Teemo from your account. Also, you can just re-roll, trade him away in ARAM before the game starts. Yo, I never play all random, all middle. Is there a re-roll in Summoner's Rift? Because I play Summoner's Rift. I do not play all random, all middle. I didn't use the Super Repel? I thought I did! Well, hello, Nidoran. How you going? What's up? Okay, bye. Didn't use Super Repel. Such a noob. Unzer says, yeah, definitely write the cartoon. Also, characters in Bloodborne aren't really vampires, but kinda. Yo, man, so many not vampires. Yeah, I never played Bloodborne. I'm told it's really good, though. Omega Squad Teemo skin? Yo, that stuff was the worst. Because there's so many Teemo skins, man. Like, I remember when the Superhero Teemo skin came out, and yeah, so many Superhero Teemos came out of the woodworks, and it's like, please, please, no. Don't join my team. Like, if the team was on the opposing team, great! I'm 100% behind that. I almost forgot the gold teeth. But I did. Oops. Berkshed says he only has one Mon, but you're probably right. Maybe old strats. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't timed it out myself. Now, Pyro says if you never die in ARAM, you're stuck in the items you're stuck with the items you're started with. Oh, that's how that works. I played ARAM, so I would know. Not the bike thing, so you want to fly. Nova Bounce saying sad it's a PS4 exclusive. You definitely would have screamed that, but you don't have a PS4. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Bloodborne. I have the PS4. I just haven't wanted to play Bloodborne. Cause, like, I haven't played the Dark Soul games either. Like, I've played them a little bit. I've played a little bit of like 1, 2, and 3, but I haven't played any of them for more than like, I don't know, 30 minutes. I mean to. I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe one day. Hence Doctor has the Super Teemo skin. Yeah, no, man. No, thank you. No, sir. Such a red run? Yo, it wasn't too bad until, I mean, yeah, there was HMO 2, which I guess was just really bad menuing on my part. But, you know, I'm rusty coming back to the game. It's to be expected. But then Poke Flute, dude? Oh, man. Yeah, that's me getting bopped by my rival. I shouldn't have done that. But I did. But I did. Oh, they nerfed your champions you're getting legendary on? Yeah, rest in peace, Pyro. Rest in peace. You know, I know how it is. I used to carry games pretty hard with Darius. He got a few nerfs. It is what it is. But again, not ARAM. I didn't play ARAM. But I can't do it. I can't do League of Legends anymore, man. I can't do it. The game's too long. I'd rather play Overwatch. One Overwatch, please. Which, oh man, I'm so happy. Like, I met this player recently that's, like, so good. And, like, it's crazy, because, like, they're not so good that they can, like, solo carry games. Like, they're not, like, some Grandmaster player or whatever. Like, they're at my playing level. But, it's just, I'm not used to someone that's at my, like, SR level, MMR level, and, like, they just play so well. Like, this is hard to explain. It's just, I'm not used to other players that also can be like, oh, look, you know, this Mercy's getting a lot of value. Let's focus her down. Or, oh, hey, this Mercy's completely exposed. Let's take her out. Like, normally people are just like, oh, let's go fight the tanks. And it's like, no, don't fight the giant tank. Fight the super squishy healer that's healing said tank. But yeah, no, that person would focus the healers. Felt so good. Like, say, you know, I'm fighting the other enemy Reinhardt and he lands the Earth Shatter on me and it's like, I'm dead, there's nothing I can do. But then that awesome friend of mine, they're like, no, I can stun him. He can't hit you. Oh, whoops, I earthquaked wheezing, I'm bad. Yeah, you still self-destructed, it works out. Works out. And Pyro was saying you did 8-0 with Lux before, you don't think they nerfed her? The last change you're aware was scaling her passive? Yeah, it got me, man. I haven't touched that game in forever. Coughing looks dope. Yo, I like a lot of the Pokemon sprites in this game. I mean, not all of them. I think Charmeleon looks kind of weird, but aside from that. Okay, so I need to turn in the gold teeth. Do that real fast. Hell's effects wore off, that's fine. Yo, what up, buddy? I would like one HMO full of strength, please. Yo, HMO 4. We're gonna fly on down to Pallet Town. Solis Zero? I'm not sure how to say your name, but also, hi, I'm new here, lol. Yo, it's all good. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. How you doing today? What am I looking for? Super Repel, use that. The rare candies, use those last. What? HMO 4, HMO 3? Not Nido King Banks, what are you doing? Supposed to teach that to Squirtle. You know, Alpha Delta Sapphire saying what's good, man. Yo, nothing much. Coming back to the Pokemon Red. I've been really sick for a little while, so I've not been able to do any speed runs. But, I'm still sick, but I'm a lot better. So now, I can do the speed runs. But, I'm a little rusty. So, doing the best I can, but we've made quite a few mistakes. But I'm gonna try to finish off this run. Even if, we've made some mistakes, we can still finish the run, man. Oh, I should have taught Strength first instead of Surf. Meh. Or no, second? Because yeah, I wanted Strength to be on the top. Yo, your Sivir game is the best? You know, that's cool, Pyro. I never really could get into Sivir. She's that, like, boomerang hero, right? Yo, how about me? Yo, I'm in a really good mood, man. Just having a lot of fun. Chat's been really cool and fun to talk to, so all good times. Yo, glad I'm feeling better? Yep. It's great. Oh, man, it was so bad because I just didn't know what was wrong with me. But yeah, now I'm sorted, dude. On medications and, because, yeah, I was just in a lot of pain, man, in my lower back. Pretty awful. But, yeah, no, we're all good now. For the most part. Like, I'm still recovering. But, yeah, oh, man, yesterday was great. Like, I didn't stream yesterday because, you know, I was still figuring everything out. Yeah, yesterday, I was finally, like, not in any debilitating pain. Why did I pick up a Carbos? I was not supposed to do that! Why did I pick up a Carbos? Fakes, what you doing, man? What you doing, buddy? Alright, that's fine, that's whatever. We'll just use the Super Repel, and then we'll use this Carbos. There you go, you're a little bit extra fast, Nidoking. And then teach this TM14. So it's a double down menu, so definitely losing, like, I don't know, about 5 seconds there? Feels bad, man. But 5 seconds, not a big deal. Alright, forget Bubble Beam. Extra speed, yo, gotta go fast, man! That's the strat. Totally didn't mess up, that was on purpose. So my Nidoking could be faster. So important. You know, Monty's saying super cute. I'm guessing red is your favorite color considering my splits. Yo, that's why you play Pokemon Red! Gotta be red. Yo, Jam saying hello. How you doing? Triple Jam. No, Nova Bound. Those rocks debris always look like sprites of nuns looking up and to the left with their arms raised. Yeah? You got me on that one. I mean, some sprites have definitely thrown me off. Oh, whoops, did I pick up a rare candy? I picked up the rare candy, didn't I? I'm not supposed to do that. That's old routing. Really old routing, you pick up the rare candy. Oopsie doopsies. Get out of there. And, Alpha's saying I had something similar going on a while back. It was pretty miserable. Yo, man, that stuff is the worst. I would not wish it on anybody. Yeah, I'm glad, you know, that's behind you. And that's not just a pun because it's your back. Words are hard, man. Yeah, let's go beat up Erica. Not in like a mean way, but in a like, I would like one gym badge, please way. Alright, let's get past this tree. One Paris cut, please. Okay guys, Blizzard has a 90% chance to hitting. People say I like to over-exaggerate how much I miss Blizzard, which should hit 9 out of 10 times. Let's see how many Blizzards we miss in the speedrun. Alright. Here's the first Blizzard. It landed! The first Blizzard did land. We in there. 90% accurate. Alright, we have to land one more Blizzard on Erica. And then we'll do a Blizzard in Giovanni's place. Or no, we'll do Earthquake on the trainer. Yeah, we're not gonna Blizzard till Giovanni himself. Okay. That'll be the next one, after this Tangela Blizzard. That was a pretty hilarious unintentional pun. It happens. It does happen. Alright, here we go, here's the Blizzard. Blizzard round 2. Oh, we landed, we did it. I don't know, Anura. I'm not actually in love with that term. I see what you're doing there. I appreciate what you're doing, but, you know, the word destroy, that's a good word. It's just tough, because people can use things in a proper context, but it can also be taken advantage of. Thanks is greater than Blizzard. So far, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. Alright, Blaine, that is over here. You got me? Yo, much appreciation. You love the stream layout? Yo, thanks, man. To be fair, my stream layout is heavily inspired by another Pokemon Red Speedrunner. It's not the same, but it's, I loved the way he had things laid out. Like, I shifted it around a bit, but, oh my goodness. It is SL Weed. SL Weed's another Pokemon Red speedrunner. And yeah, he has a layout similar to this. Like, it is definitely different. But, yeah, I don't want to take all the credit. No, sir. I mean, I made it. I made this layout. But again, inspired by SL Weed. Alright, so it's yes, no, 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 yes, no. Okay, I got it. Gotta remember the answers to these questions. Need to get a layout for your channel? Yeah, I was using a pretty, I don't know. I was using a pretty basic layout before I was using this one. When did I start using this one? Like, I don't know, February, I think? Hasn't been too long. Yeah, I like this layout quite a bit. It's really simple. It's like to the point. The game's pretty big. My original layout, the game was a lot smaller. I like the way space is used. But Tombstoner? No Tombstoners. And Nova Bound saying, so this is the furthest I've seen you in a run. You haven't caught these runs often. You ever hit up the Poke Centers? Not after this point, no. X accuracy, because it's like when this sound is beeping, it cancels out other sounds. Like Growlithe will like make a sound when it faints, and normally that stops the text of the game, but not while this red bar sound effect is going. Whoops, you're not supposed to Earthquake Finita. Wrong move. It worked, but that was a mistake. We'll be okay though, because I can Earthquake Sabrina, and I still have one Earthquake for what's his face? The trainer in Giovanni's gym. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're dandy. How long have I been streaming on Twitch? I've been streaming on Twitch forever. Well, not really. There's a lot of people that stream longer than I have, but I've been streaming almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in September. Yeah, September this month, or this year. I'll be streaming for 3 months. Or 3 years. Words are really hard. Sound skips? That's awesome. Yeah, man, gotta skip them sounds. Gotta go fast. Like, I'm not in a lot of danger being at this low HP, because I'm faster than everything else and I can one-hit everything. But it's not 100% guaranteed. No, sir. Like, for the fight against Sabrina, for example, technically Earthquake is not 100% accurate. There's a programming error in the game. So, moves that are supposed to be 100% accurate, like Earthquake, are actually 99.6% accurate. The odds of missing an Earthquake are so ridiculously low. But it's possible. I've done it on Sabrina twice before. Let's see what happens. Am I playing on Game Boy Player? No, I'm using an emulator. I'm using Gambate. I used to use BGB, but BGB is no longer speedrun legal. So I had to switch over to Gambate. Yo. Minura says, September this month, I'll be streaming for 3 months. Yo, look, I said that wrong, okay? Words are hard. Gen 1 misses are fun. Gen 1 misses are sadness. They make me cry. Alright, so we didn't Gen 1 miss Sabrina. Feels good. Now we just gotta go fight Giovanni. You see him on PB pace? Yeah, man, look at that. I'm only plus 5 minutes and 49 seconds. That's totally... not the bike, thanks. The bird. Get on the bird. Alright, what do I need? I need to body all the dudes. Let's do that. You know, my favorite thing about playing on Emu versus, like, normal hardware is the fact that I can choose my controller. Like, I use the Wii U Pro controller. I love this thing, man. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. But, I'm telling you, man, it's great. Such a good controller. Now, Austin saying, any interest in action RPGs? You're going through Titan's Quest now? Having a good time? Yo, Titan's Quest looks like an amazing game. I gotta play that at some point. One day I shall. But that day is not today. Earthquake hidden flying Pokemon? Yo, got to. What's a Dustox gonna do? Nothing, because it got hit by Earthquake. And Yo Global says, hey, congrats on world record run that you just completed. Yeah, totally. This is the world record run, didn't you know? Alright, so that was lucky right there. There's like a less than 25% chance that he'll just knock me out turn 1. He didn't do that. So now I get to keep doing the run without dying. Feels good. Yo, and they're saying, anyone participate in free comic book day? Nah, man, nah, I don't go out of my way to get those comic books, even though they're free. I should. But I know if I step into a comic book store, Magic the Gathering's gonna get me, man. How they do it. They're like, yeah, come on in. Free comic books. Oh, would you look at that? We're holding a Magic the Gathering tournament. Oh man, that sure is cool. Oh, look at all these booster packs and event decks. Oh, this deck looks real cool, huh? It's been a while since you played Magic. You have a lot of fun playing that, don't you? Nah, they're not gonna get me. Not again, Anura. Not again. I forgot to use the elixir. Am I completely destroyed? Nothing I can do but lose? Yeah, I think so. I can switch to Squirtle. Squirtle, go! Defend me! I don't want to lose Red Bar. I was supposed to use an elixir, I didn't do it. The rest is real, man. Alright, Pidgey, be my champion. Alright, and then we'll elixir, good to go. Goodbye, Pidgey. You're a noble bird spirit, will carry on. Alright. Now we're good. If you escape rope after the first transporter pod, it's a bit quicker. Uses the other animation. Oh, yeah? I don't have an escape rope at that point in the game. But that's interesting to know. And now Super Sin Slayer, now that I think about it, have you ever read the Mega Man Archie comics? I've seen a couple of them. Like, because I have gotten a couple of them on free comic days in the past. But no, I have not read the entire arc. At all. I saw the whole, like, Sonic and Mega Man crossover event. Like, I had one of the comic books, like, because like it had two sides to it. Like, one side was Sonic and the other side was Mega Man. That's in this room somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. I don't know where I put it. Yeah, I love Sonic, I love Mega Man, so it was interesting. Yo, Ticklish Squirtle saying hey yo. Yo, what up, Ticklish Squirtle? How you doing? Alright, we're still in there, guys. We're still in there. The run's pretty dark, but we're gonna try to finish it as best we can. No more mistakes. No more mistakes. Oh, I forgot to use a Super Repel. That's fine, I can use it later. Would have been optimal to use it in the same menu as the bicycle, though. Aussie says, if you or a loved one is suffering from Magic the Gathering, call this toll-free number for assistance. Yo, man. Magic the Gathering is the most fun I've ever had with a trading card game, dude. Like, I love Pokemon, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! But Magic the Gathering is just balanced so well. It's such a balanced game with so many varying play styles, dude. So good. So yeah, man, like, I see people playing Magic the Gathering. I want to get in there. But nah, man. I'm done. Magic the Gathering, man. It'll bankrupt you. Those cards are expensive. Oh, whoops. I just used 2 horn drills. You're supposed to use Blizzard on this guy. I'm bad. So I have 4 horn drills. I have to use one on Venusaur. That puts me at 3. I'm pretty... I'm in a really bad spot. I'm in a really, really bad spot. Oh my goodness. I couldn't remember what to do in that moment. And I was like, yeah, you just horn drill all the guys, right? No, you don't horn drill all the guys. You only horn drill Venusaur. Whoopsie doops. But I think what I'll do is I'll take extra turns on Slowbro to make up for it. I think that'll be okay. Slowbro, I don't think has an attack that can beat me, or he does, but the odds of him using it are low. Because I know Cloyster will knock me out. Cloyster will definitely body me. So will Jinx. If I took extra turns, but I'm gonna Earthquake Jinx anyways. That's where I am making up one of the horn drills. I will Earthquake Jinx. That'll be fine. Can't one-hit Lapras. Lapras will one-hit you for free. Dugong is free? Dugong will definitely survive one Thunderbolt. Why am I not on my bike? Get on the bike! Use Blizzard or something? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt Slowbro a couple of times. Think there are ways to play MTG online, but you don't remember now? There's Magic Duels, which I was definitely interested in. It was a free version of the game. It's just really bad. I tried to play it, but like, it's bad in the fact that like, networking just doesn't work. A lot of the times you play with people, the matches will get disconnected. So, it's just terrible. I don't know if it's the same. I think it came out like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years now? It's been a while. Either way, like, I remember playing the game a year after it was out, and it was still really buggy, and I was like, yeah, no, man, they don't care about this product. Do I have the Super Repel active? I'm not sure. I'm gonna use one now. That'll help. Binks, don't you pick up an extra elixir in your route? You could just use it? I could do that, but, it's a, it's not a normal elixir. It's not part of my route. And it's a max elixir, so it doesn't fit in my inventory, and I haven't used up all my repels yet. So that would take up time as well. Can finally see Moltres? Yo man, only if you have quick eyes. Moltres is a very elusive legendary Pokemon. Most people don't see Moltres. There's a Moltres every single completed run, man, but not everybody sees that Moltres. No sir. You're too busy blinking or something. Can't do that, not if you want to see Moltres. Alright, let's not fight any of these trainers. Well, that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and use the other Super Repel here. You know, use the power of the strongest Squirtles. Go swag boulders. I can move boulders. I don't know about them being swag. And let's not fight this guy. And yeah, that was Moltres. I hope you all saw Moltres. No, what was that movement? But yeah, no, we went past the legendary flying fire type Pokemon. You didn't see it in its majestic fire-winged glory. Well then, feels bad to be you, buddy. Shouldn't have blinked. Shouldn't have blinked! Yo, Super Saiyan Slayer saying, hi, Moltres! Yo, you saw the Moltres? Well played, Super Saiyan Slayer. Nova Bound saying, so after playing Standard in Magic, you hated your cards rotating out, and most of it being worthless? So you played Draft and collected cards from Draft and prizes of sell rares in mass? After a year, you would sell a whole binder for $500-ish and buy really old expensive cards? Yo, man, yeah, there are people that make money playing in Magic. Like, I've seen it done, man. And I've been tempted. I'm like, you know, maybe I can make some money and play a game that I love to play, but no, I'm not going down that road. Not again, man. No, sir. Just in case. I like me some Magic. I also don't want to spend all my money on it. Yep, gotta be family friendly. We use the power of the Squirtle. And the bicycle. Yeah, it's all good, Global, no worries. Yo, what DJ Gifted voted for? He didn't vote for anything. He did not vote. Alright, here we go, last boulder. Yo, we in there. Alright guys, we get to go fight Lorelei. This is either gonna go super smooth, or this is gonna go really bad. We're not gonna know until it happens. Wish me luck. Alright, first things first, we gotta put our Pokemon in the PC. Yo, the high Moltres clip? Yo, perfect. Are you Camille? I don't know what a Camille is. Full restore. I'm gonna take 4 of those. You're reading chat and you miss it again? Oh no, Global, no! Yo, rest in peace, man. Yo, at least you got the clip. Super Senslayer is saying, at Super to you, have I ever told you I got Earthbound for $20 from EV Games? If not, I told you now. No, that's news to me, man. I mean, that's super cool. I know how hard Earthbound can be to get. I was a little kid when I got the game. Well, like, I didn't go on any crazy adventure or anything like that. Oh, dude, my Pidgeys... Oh, no! Whoops. Well... YOLO? Didn't work. Oh, it used the rest anyways! Wait, it always... What? Huh? I don't know what to do in this situation. I've never seen it do that before. Normally, it just hits me with the thing. I went into full panic. I did not do what needed to be done. I'm still gonna die. Yeah, no, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the full restore. I've lost all the time anyways. Alright, Cloister be chill, man. So chill. That was not very chill. Alright, and then we'll Ether. What luck? I know, right? Since when does it do that? Oh hey, back in Red Bar. All part of the plan. Haha, noobs. Y'all were shaking in your boots. Venx is gonna die to Cloister. Nah, man, all part of the plan. Yo, Global with 100 bits. Here's the fine. Yo, thank you, Global. I appreciate it, man. Are you the best? You think it always rests second turn? Yeah, that's like what I've always seen. You switch to the bird Pokemon, it uses Aurora Beam, and then it rests. But it used rest like, what, 3 turns in a row while I was just panicking? Like, what do? I'm gonna die? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, all part of the plan. It was all RNG manipulation to set up the next fight here with Bruno. It's a super RNG heavy fight, guys. It's so bad. I'm supposed to Elixir here, so I'm gonna do it. Cause yeah, no, like, he can use Slam on turn 1, and he can like totally body you with that. But because of the RNG manip, he won't use Slam and I won't die. First turn Aurora Beam is super rare, is it? I thought I'd always used Aurora Beam. Right, you're supposed to X accuracy turn 1. Here's the Harden. Yo, see? RNG manip, no slams here. And Blizzard. Luck of the Irish, yo, Super Senslayer with the clip. Oh man. Yo, who even knows? Who even knows, dude? You don't need the res the Pidgey anymore? Yeah, I don't need Pidgey. I only needed Pidgey for the Lorelei fight. And we got past Lorelei, so we're good. Lorelei has special AI? Oh. That's news to me, man. You mean first turn rest is rare? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I've never seen a first turn rest before. That's the first time I've ever seen it. And let's see. Repent saying, well, rest is psychic, which is super effective. Guess it just picks Aurora Beam or rest. Got you. So it's like a 50-50, and I just won the 50-50 3 turns in a row? Yo, I'm cool with that. Unless the second one's guaranteed, then I only won it twice. Either way, still cool. Alright, so yeah, I enjoyed the red bar, but you can't use red bar on Agatha. She's not about that life. No, sir. Now, let's see, what am I compared to average right now? Yo, I'm only 23.7 seconds behind average? Yo, I could potentially make the comeback. Like, we won't be getting no PB, but I can beat my average time. Let's try. Alright, so X accuracy. And then... Oh, whoops! I wasn't supposed to use X accuracy in this fight! Just Earthquake. Just use the Earthquake! Gosh darn it, I forgot. The new strats. You use the X special. That's what you're supposed to do, Vinx. That's what you're supposed to do. It's fine. I had the extra X accuracy, and this also lets me Horn Drill Golbat, which is super, like, nice, man. Just a guaranteed no Golbat shenanigans. But wasn't the right item. Jay, you don't use accuracy on Lance. Use that on Rival Fight, so we're good. We're good. I just went full panic there. Full panic. So what's with the Horn Drill's crazy accuracy? If I use the X accuracy, it's 100%. If I don't use it, it's like 30%, which isn't too good. Ooh, the Confuse Ray. Come on, hit him anyways. Hey, my boy. Tensakuru, you know, when you first said your Pidgey was fainted, I was only listening and thought it was sarcastic. Like you always do when you let it faint on purpose to the dugong. Yeah, no, man. Things just happened. Alright. I was kinda expecting to save more time on Agatha. My Agathas are normally pretty bad. Yeah, we can save a lot of time here on good old boy Lance. But I'm gonna save here, like I always do. I always save on Lance. This is very, very, very important. If I don't save on him, I'm gonna get crit by Gyarados. It's like, it's a science. If you don't save before Lance, there's a 16% chance to be crit, and he will crit you every time. But not this time, because I saved. You have safety, save, protection. Alright, so we're supposed to X Special here. We're gonna do it this time. Alright, there's the Hydro Pump. No crit, no crit, no crit. That is a critical hit. GG, Gyarados. GG. Alright, so about saving time on this split, probably not. Probably not. 16% chance every time? Yeah, every time, man. He got me. He got me. It's like, that's how you do the fight. You use the X Special, and then you pray. That's what you do. Use the X Special, and maybe if you're lucky, you don't get crit. Today wasn't that day. Which is fine, you know, it's a red run anyways. If I'm gonna have a bad run, I would like that to be the run where I get bodied by Gyarados. 16% equals 100%? See, that guy, he understands Pokemon math. He knows what's what. Alright, get out of here, Gyarados. So dumb. Stupid water flying type. And then we're all about that Blizzard life. And I need to X speed on the second Dragonair. Ah, normally I would have leveled up. Something's wrong. This is not a good sign. Why am I not already level 54? Don't level up off this Dragonair. Okay, we're still good. If I leveled up, I think my stats would reset. I need those stats. Oh, I got a critical hit anyway, so maybe not. Maybe we're fine regardless. Wait, is 203 my summa best? When did it get so low? Yeah, 203 is my summa best. It used to be like 209, man. I've come a long way. Alright, there's one fight left. Only 17 seconds to save, but we're gonna try to do our best. Alright, let's go rival fight. Alright, no sky attack turn 1. No sky attack turn 1. Of all the things you do, have them not be sky attack. Alright. You're good to go. Pokemon Champions. Mirror move, perfect. Yo, wing attack me, don't crit, but put me in a red bar. Or go for sky attack, whatever. I'll just, Oh, whoops! I didn't use the elixir! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Now what do I do with my 58 HP? How did I forget to elixir? You always elixir before you fight Mons. What? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yo, what up, Rhydon? Yeah, I'm gonna risk the biscuits on the Rhydon. Leer? Perfect! Yo, look at me making them plays. Thanks over there saying like, oh man, didn't do the right strategy. Guess I'll just have to adapt. I'll just have to adapt. Change my strategy. Do what it takes to be a winner, not a loser. We just keep moving on. I'm just too good, guys. I'm just too good. I knew what to do in the situation, and I persevered. That's what it is to stay determined. Determination, man. Thanks has just been forgetting all the things since pre-Victory Road Rival. I thought I was forgetting all the things since, like, you know, Bulbasaur. Dim strats. Yo, man, the backup was real. We did it. Nice. Yo, thanks, man. Oh, I thought I was dead. Yo, we did it! We beat the video game! Well, not yet. We beat Blue, which is the last person you fight in the game. Gotta get to the credits. We're almost there. Gotta get through a little bit of dialogue. Practicing the backup strats? Yo, need them backup strats, man. What if I'm like in a race and I've made, you know, a major mistake, but I'm like still in the lead and I need to cement my victory? And you need those backup strats, since it's clearly all practice. Or when I'm gonna body Vexatious V in a Pokemon Red race. But we all know he's too scared, he won't race me. Way too scared. Lucky guy, nice. Yo, man, this is rare here on my stream, I promise you. I'm normally super unlucky, but today's been a day of luck. We take those. Right, here we go, man. Hall of Fame. Nidoking number 1. Pidgey number 2. Yo, we all remember Pidgey. Remember its great appearance in the Lorelei fight. And Pokedex rating. You still have lots to do. Look for Pokemon in grassy areas. And splits. Yo, 204.45. Yo, we did it, man. We did it. Wasn't exactly a PB. But, you know, I haven't played the game in a little bit. I mean, it hasn't been like a super long time, but it's been a little bit. I forgot a lot of things. I made a lot of mistakes. And yeah, no, man, we still in there. That's 52 seconds behind average. That is 7 minutes and 33 seconds behind my PB, because my PB is, what, 157 right now? My goal is to get a sub 156. Which is very possible. My sum of best is 150. I can totally do this. I can totally do this. 204, that's practically a sub 2. Practically a sub 2, man. I mean, like, all you gotta do is round down, man. It's not even 205, that is 204. You just round down, that's 2. And if it's 2 hours, you take away 1 second, that's sub 2. I'm practically there. Practically there. Grats Hall of Fame and not shabby. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do. But yo, much love to everyone who came in here, guys. Y'all are the best. I'm going to go ahead and end my stream here for tonight. But yeah, we'll be going back